Bootsy, baby. Swimming with game sharks. Hey, Jimmy and Jose. Hitman.
Swimming with the game sharks, yeah. Yo, welcome to Swimming with Game Sharks. That was popping by Eclectic Productionz. This is episode 8. What you been doing? It's your boy
Ignacio over here. It's Jimmy, in case you don't know.
with Jose on the other end of this mic.
Indeed.
Hey. So let's get right down to it.
Ooh-wee Bob.
What you been watching? What you been messing with?
Hey, I believe it's been months. But do you remember a movie that both of us watched? Called Return of the Dead.
Oh shit. The punk shit.
It's a little Zambambo film. I believe one half of it, the force behind Night of the Living Dead. Of course, you got your George Romero. Yeah, I believe it was the producer. They kind of split. In the 70s and 80s. One of them got to keep of the Dead, I believe, and the other went with the Living Dead. And you have this this kind of redesign of the Zambambos. And it's just, they talk, they run, they're able to form plans in this fucking movie.
Yeah.
You know, fucking the zombie copping on the cop radio. Hey, send more cops if you can.
You dumb motherfucker.
I don't have enough brains. And it's also got, I believe, John Gulager's father playing a. Fuck, God damn it, man! We've got to stop this zombie apocalypse shit.
John Gulager, the fucker from
Project Greenlight 3.
Yeah, right. The guy that won season 3.
Yeah, his dad coming up here being basically the straight man to all this zombie bullshit in this movie.
Yeah, I remember him being locked up in that room. I think with that one teen or something.
Yeah. And from there, I think I watched Dune, the new Dune movie by Denis Villeneuve.
Denny V.
Denny V. Did you ever catch it?
Nah.
It's I'm not gonna lie to you. Even not knowing shit about the Dune universe at all, other than David Lynch tackling it in the 80s, it's a good watch. That guy knows how to put together a good movie all around. There's good points of tension. It's a 10 out of 10 movie right there, I'd say.
Shit, the Dune, it is intriguing, but the thing I've only been exposed to in the sense of Dune is have you seen that documentary with Garda? I forget what this fucker's name. The guy that did Holy Mountain and El Topo, that director.
I'm familiar with the Holy Mountain for sure.
Yes.
I haven't seen it, but I haven't seen any information about that.
Yeah, he was I guess he was one of those dudes that was interested in making Dune. So there's a documentary just on that fucking thing, and then obviously you mentioned Lynch's Dune. I wanted to revisit those and then go to this new fucking Denny V fucking film. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. I was the same with Blade Runner, the Blade Runner movie films, which he also tackled the sequel. Expert work.
Nice.
The impossible sequel, some would say. Yeah. Yep. So that was Dune, and then I watched American Animals. Are you familiar with this film at all? So it was it's basically it's a cinematic docu heist film, which is to say it's got the real people in it doing interviews while a movie with actors takes place, and it's all about these kids trying to rob this library of these priceless historical books, basically of art and such, and it's a pretty little good movie film. I'll definitely give that a watch as well. And then next I got Gonzo. The life and work of Hunter S. Thompson.
Documentary.
Indeed. That documentary is fantastic. I think everybody who's ever smoked a J and been of college age has read some Hunter S. Thompson and going, hey, this guy's pretty sick. Which my exposure to the man was of course his Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, the Terry Gilliam film. But this film kind of chronicles his life and how he kind of came into the biz by the Hells Angels and living among them, which fuck man,
yeah.
I don't know how the fuck you live among such savages, as the news will put it.
Fucker got his ass kicked, that's for sure, dude.
Yeah, dude, he lived to tell the tale, but he's got some scars to show for it, for sure. And it kind of chronicles how he, in his early days, post Hell's Angels, he was able to tap into something via his strange, his strange need to chemically alter himself with anything.
Shit.
With anything he could find.
Yeah.
It wasn't uncommon for him to go on political campaigns for his On the Campaign Trail in '69 book, and just and just order like 6 margaritas in front of politicians, like. And and the waiters would always go, "Oh, is that for all you guys?" And he's, "No, bring me 6 margaritas and get these guys whatever they like." So yeah, that guy was he was I don't know,
he's wild. He shot
just a wild card.
He shot at his neighbors, dude. You know what I mean? Straight up.
And
like
there's an
play
artist.
Fight.
Yeah, and there's an artist
real
who's
fucking bullets.
this artist whose name I'm forgetting did all of his artwork, the crazy ink splotches, and god damn it, I've forgotten. But Hunter S. Thompson changed that guy's life because I believe he gave him psilocybin, and he had never done anything other than drinking at that point.
That fool saw God.
He saw God.
He saw the face of God.
He saw God, all right, and it came through in his drawings and shit. And yeah, it's just a wild, crazy life that unfortunately burned out in a planned suicide at his own hands.
Yeah, that guy's been all over the place. That's what I appreciate about that dude. I think one of the later works he did, he pinned like a 9/11 story and published it on ESPN, and it's just like, damn, dude, like this guy just freelance writer kind of thing.
Yeah, I read that. That shit, man, if I knew, if only I read shit like that at the time, that shit would have been cathartic.
God, dude. But hey, here's a Hunter S, you know, that crazy son of a bitch.
Indeed.
I'm gonna crack this bastard right.
Indeed. And then from there, decide to swerve over to Hell's Kitchen Young Guns, which I don't know if you've watched at all.
Young Guns, the kids?
Young Guns.
The kids?
Hell's Kitchen.
I'm sure I've seen some bullshit.
Yeah, I don't remember much about it myself, so we're gonna move on.
Damn.
Hey, I love Hell's Kitchen, but there's some seasons that stick out there, some that don't.
That's the kids one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just the kids. I believe the girl met, was it Mary?
Some bullshit. Yeah, the bitch.
I remember she was fine, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she should win. And I'm like, she didn't win.
Oh, wait, what? Oh, shit. Maybe I'm tripping.
I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping as well. And from there, we have a show produced by Taika Waititi of Thor Ragnarok fame.
Reservoir Dogs?
Reservation Dogs.
Oh, Reservation. That's what I fucking...
Have you seen anything about the show?
Just like a clip or here and there.
That show, it was, man, I watched that show like back to back just because it's only 8 episodes, it's only half an hour a piece, and like they're just, I don't know, man, it reminds me a little in some ways of Atlanta, just because it'll take these swerves every now and again. It'll take these like weird, like these very surreal swerves, and it's really like engaging in that way, and it's got heart. It's got a bunch of Native Americans calling each other shit asses. Yeah. Which is my new favorite thing. You fucking shit ass. So yeah, I'd give it a watch if you're interested in some of Taika Waititi's humor, because it definitely comes through for sure, especially in that pilot episode. And then from there, I have a cringe-worthy show. A show that came out in the 90s that no one may have heard of, called Baywatch Nights. Are you familiar with this? It's a fucking spin-off of Baywatch, and guess what the premise is? I don't think you'll fucking believe it.
They're hired by the government to patrol the beaches because cartels are dropping in drugs or something.
Close. You're very close.
Damn.
They're basically X-Files. They're going on paranormal fucking adventures.
Hey, that sounds even better, dude.
The production value sucks.
Damn.
Every other shot is Dutch for some reason. And I'm like, doesn't this shit have to go down for you to Dutch it? Why is just regular conversation shit at the start of an episode? You know, Mulder and Scully talking doesn't warrant a Dutch angle. Yeah. X-Files, so it's a show of a day gone by, but if you want a good laugh, good laugh at what we thought was serious television back in the day, Baywatch Nights. And from there, I watched a fucking bizarre Japanese 80s body horror film called Tetsuo the Iron Man, and I don't know what the fuck happened, but it is a fucking engaging watch to say the least. At one point, he's like, he's just a man who's trying to get a girl. At another point, he's like this fucking machine monster with a bunch of fucking cords flying at him. It's wild shit. It's wild shit. I don't know how to describe it, but you should watch it. It's wild shit. And from there, don't look up. Are you familiar with Don't Look Up? Did you watch it?
I think we put it on and we were like drinking, so it's like bits and pieces.
you got the gist of it. It's a super preachy movie with some very I think relevant things to say, but it's just too fucking long, man. Like I feel like would have been a much more powerful movie had he got in and got out with the point, which was we're fucked if a fucking asteroid comes to hit us.
Right, which does at the end of the bullshit, right?
Exactly. Oh yeah. Unless you have anything else to say about that movie.
Yeah, no.
I'm not the biggest Adam McKay guy, just because, like, you know, he's a little too committed to this documentary smash zoom style for my liking.
Well, I think he's a brilliant comedian. Directed that deals in comedy, right? So I think with Talladega Nights, he does a great job of like saturating the screen with advertisements when he's driving the car, and then when they're in like the kitchen table, they have a fucking layout of just like Burger King, KFC, and it's like, you know what I mean? It's like the sponsorship never ends, and it takes that kind of absurdity of, I guess, like corporate America, and it makes a meal out of it in that fucking movie. So, you know, he did a great job with that and like other shit. I think he did Step Brothers and all this. So successful fucking guy, and you know, I was expecting probably a little bit more and more laughs, but I don't know, dude. Like it's like where it's getting preachy. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to jam their like, you know, their ideas in there, but you know, you gotta get down to like telling the story, dude. Like let's explore that shit, story, and maybe like if you want to tackle anything like universal truths or shit like this, like, you know, what do you want to say? But like I feel like the message that he's saying is like has been said so many times before. I forget the name of that movie, but it's this guy and this little girl, and I think they go around killing celebrities. It's like Death to America or something like cheesy.
Oh, you mean was it '90s film, right, with Woody Harrelson?
No, it came out like late 2000s, maybe 2010s, like.
Devil's Rejects.
Nah, it's you know.
There's a lot of road trip murder films.
Yeah,
I'm getting that. It's hard to parse through them all.
You know. It's dope, dude. It's dope for a Netflix movie. I'll give it that. You know what I mean? It's a pretty sweet movie. You know, you don't have to go out and see it. You can just put it on your fucking streaming, you know, device and enjoy that shit.
I say it's worth a watch, but you may have to if you're triggered at all from people putting political messages down your throat. It might be a little much.
I mean,
so you some trigger warnings.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they shit on everybody too.
They do shit on everybody.
It's not like it's just politicians.
They got fucking Republican American hero ass. What is it? Ron Perlman fucking shooting at the Astro.
Oh yeah,
in his robe.
That's right. That fucking guy. What a legend, dude. What a weapon.
A bloody legend, man. And then from there, I watched a quintessential noir film from the I believe 1940s, I believe, The Naked City. It's got like a really unique style where there's like omniscient style narrator who kind of bookends the film, and I'm not gonna spoil anything. I'm just gonna say it's a fucking fantastic noir film. If you're interested in those old 40s and 50s noir films, it's quintessential shit right there. And then I watched Pam and Tommy, the fucking Hulu series.
Fucking hell, that's a series, not a movie too, dude.
Did you watch that shit?
Nah, I was like, the fuck? Hell nah. I'm out.
So Red Letter Media did a video on it, and I got a Hulu account, and I'm like, fuck it, let me watch it. You know, at the very least, I can watch the Red Letter Media video and fucking, what's it called? You communally make fun of it.
Yeah, enjoy the shit, right?
But it's actually pretty decent. It's a decent watch. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie, it's not Shakespeare, but.
That boy has a heart-to-heart with his bed guy?
Yeah, in fact, he talks to his dick at one point, and that's a thing that they touch on in the RLM video, which, like, that's the most surreal part of the whole fucking show, and it never happens again, and it's kind of turns your fucking head. It's like, that's fucking weird, that little touch, but he has a way of humanizing everybody involved, including the dude who stole the tape and, like, revealed everything. Humanizing Tommy, which is if you watch the pilot, it's like, this is a tough fucking humanize this guy. How you gonna do that? But yeah, it's a really good watch, I'd say. Yeah, everybody involved is fucking committed. Sebastian Stan disappeared into that fucking role, dude. Yeah, like that's Winter Soldier right there.
He's a fucking dude, man. He knows how to bring it in those fucking roles.
Yeah, and of course Pamela Anderson's character like carries the weight of the show. And it's like that actress is fucking firing on all cylinders there.
Shit.
Yeah, so that was Pam and Tommy. And to move over to something good to something shit, Resident Evil: Welcome to Raccoon City.
Oh, shit.
Did you watch this?
Nah.
There's one good scene in the entire fucking movie, dude, and it's just the fucking gas tanker from RE2 almost crashing into the Raccoon City Police Department.
Oh shit.
It kind of I take it back that it's the best scene because it's kind of a shit scene in regards to Resident Evil because Leon is just sitting at that front desk with headphones in, doesn't hear any of this explosion shit at all. He's just listening to
the bangers.
Crush, when it touch,
Hey.
every time you do it. And you got a fucking scene where it's that song playing over that zombified fucking truck driver on fire.
Some pop ass
into
song
the fucking in one shot, just getting capped by the fucking sheriff. It's like, what the fuck are you doing, Leon? Leon's an incompetent shit in this movie.
Damn.
I think people fucking hated Leon.
Damn, bro.
Which I get that he's a new guy technically, but it's like he was a little more competent in the games, just a little bit.
Slipping on banana peels and shit over
So
here.
I wouldn't watch that movie. Watch that scene if you want to see how blasphemous / cool the scene is.
Damn, play the games instead of watching the movie.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That's always the case.
Damn.
From there, I saw PTA's latest film, Licorice Pizza. The film that's, it's weighted in controversy. Will they or won't they? She's fucking a young child. No, there's no fucking young children in this movie. There's nothing. The controversy's blown out of proportion, dude. It's a movie about a lost adult finding kinship with a minor, dude. And it's not it's really, I didn't get a sense that she was like, it was more like the young teenager was like, yo, I'm gonna get this older bro, yeah. While she was like, I just like hanging out with you because I fucking don't feel comfortable with my adults my age and shit.
Yeah.
In the like I believe late 70s, and so you got all these like macho male, like they try to like they do a good job of mirroring why she keeps coming around to this kid instead of hanging out with like adults her age, because like there's all these little snippets of like, well, you know, they're not. A lot of these like adult men in the late 70s weren't very emotionally available in certain ways. And yeah, that's Licorice Pizza, dude. It's a really good. I recommend it. I like it almost as much as like Phantom Thread on some real shit. So yeah, I don't know if you have anything to say about it.
No, I didn't see that. Phantom Thread. Just on that movie specifically, like that's a different kind of PTA film. I like the other. I like the other movies. They seem a lot more interesting. This more intimate kind of like I guess setting with like a husband and wife, right? Kind of playing like not cat and mouse, but like he likes to kind of be taken care of and he likes the abuse. I guess it's a weird fucking cycle.
Yeah, but that was Licorice Pizza. I know. Let's bring it to something I know both of us have seen. The Batman.
Batty Man.
Robbie Pattinson here.
Stop that and no way.
Yeah.
Oh.
What did you think of the Batman? I've been drawn enough.
Man, I think the entire environment and the city of Gotham was probably one of the coolest elements to see in the movie, because like it's not New York, and it made that city feel like alive and dark in ways like the Watchmen wished it could when that fucker is giving his monologue.
Man, if only we waited a couple years, or like 10 years for Matt Reeves to take hold of Watchmen.
Shit, dude. and it's pretty interesting, like a grounded take on a lot of these heroes. It's just I kind of find the Riddler a little like, I guess, drawn up more like a hacker, kind of like not looking for justice, not like an alt-righter kind of thing, but you know, in that same kind of like scrawny, dorky kind of fucking way. Like
he's got
unassuming almost in a way.
Yeah, he's got like a what's it called, like a fringe message, so to speak. And he's got like we find out he's got a following, like a very small fringe following.
Mm-hmm. And it's online and shit. And I think I kind of wish the Riddler was a little like a little bit, I guess maybe not as corny as the fucking the Jim Carrey one, dude. But I did want a little showmanship, you know. I didn't want the like, oh Maria, you know what I mean? That shit.
You gods, Bruce Wayne. And then he just,
Damn it.
I feel bad for Paul Dano because you read all those stories about how like, yeah, I forgot who I was playing this motherfucker for months on it.
Oh, damn.
Fuck, man.
He's better than like Jared Leto Joker, dude. But
By the way, what did you think of real Joker in this? God damn it again,
dude,
fuck me.
Sideline that fucker, man. Don't have him in this.
They
series
released
at
that
all.
deleted scene like 2 days after the film came out.
Hey, man, I think they were eager because of the reception was so overwhelmingly positive. You know?
I'll say it was composed really well, that Joker scene, but god damn it, another one.
Yeah. I think.
Why couldn't they just use an aged up fucking Joaquin Phoenix, man? It could have worked.
Oh shit! But they don't want to connect the fucking the whole thing.
Okay,
That'd be
but
dope,
is
dude.
Joaquin
That'd be-
Phoenix even connected? Like, you can just put... It's like, I don't know, man. Do you really want... I don't want to see Joker again. I really
Yeah.
don't. I want to see fucking Ventriloquist and Scarface. A villain we haven't seen in live action before.
There's something about the crows or some shit. Does that come up in the Arkham games?
Which one?
I guess like a society of crows or like some weird or a society like. It's
You
like
know,
on some
I'm
weird
not
shit.
super in depth with Batman. It is one of my favorite comics, but I'm not super like. It would make sense. There's a side of crows, like a secret,
Yeah.
but like
Some
you
weird
probably
shit.
know there could be several secret societies in Gotham.
Or
Like,
maybe
over
it's
the
a society
years.
of owls, dude. Maybe I'm tripping. Look, Batman's not my. It's not. I'm not comfortable with knowing all the fucking the villains and that whole thing, but
I'm telling you, Richard Jenkins as the ventriloquist and have Scarface voiced by Willem Dafoe. You got a fucking movie right there, man.
shit.
Fucking little fucking puppet with a Tommy gun. Come on now.
No, you wouldn't want to see Two-Face again or Mr. Freeze or
I
Poison
just
Ivy.
think we gotta. Can we give us the villains room to breathe? You know what I mean? That's the biggest mistake we made with Joker, which is there's been like 10 fucking in the last 10 years. Hasn't there been like 3 fucking renditions of him, or 10 or 15 years?
Yeah.
Like fuck me, man.
Not counting the TV series.
Yeah, man, fucking hell. Let's give him a rest. Let's look into the fucking archives and see what villains. I bet you can make Calendar Man a fucking good villain if you try a little harder than like, you know what I'm saying?
They could have made Riddler the Joker of this series, where like he doesn't have to be that same fucking like archetype, but he can be that arch nemesis throughout the whole like let's say trilogy.
Mhm.
But
They obviously want to go for Joker again, and I get it, but goddamn, dude, it's like you better have some hooks. There better be it has to be a completely different Joker, which is a fucking difficult act to follow because like they've tried numerous times to get that character across, and I just you got to run out eventually
shit.
of crazy shit to do.
How do you rank it in terms of the Batman, the whole fucking universe?
I go back and forth, dude. I don't know. It's not better than the Dark Knight. It's better than Dark Knight Rises, but that's I don't know. I've always been kind of lukewarm about
I
that
like
movie.
that shit, dude. I like the Bane. I like the fucking the whole I guess taking the city over and like having everything kind of.
It's cool that he wins halfway. It's just
Yeah.
like I don't know. It feels drawn out in a way I can't fault it for, because in order to lose, like he's got to stay. Batman has to stay a loser for a little while.
It should have been a part 1 and part 2.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he's got to, in order for his triumph to be that much bigger, he's got to have his back broken every now and then. And what I wanted would have fucked the film in the sense that he should have had his back broken, and 10 minutes later he should have. You know what I mean? That would have ruined the film. But
Sure.
like in terms of like, I don't know. I feel like the pacing took a shit in that film.
Yeah.
Dark Knight Rises. Anyways, I don't know. But to bring it back to the Batman, any closing thoughts? I thought like there's a lot of to say my piece here if I can, but it's like I digged all the shots that were just locked off to certain things. Like that's like Matt Reeves' thing, as I can understand. The fucking the shot when the police department when he's running away and he's fucking repelling as cops are popping off shots at him is fucking amazing. What did you think of? Because like the one thing that Batman is known for is gliding, and like the one time he glides in this movie, shit doesn't go well.
I mean, it's interesting. Like it's like I said, it's taking a complete grounded take on the Batman and how he can operate in this world and universe. Same thing with the car. Same thing with the gliding. Like it's not complete successful. It's not always luxurious and like maxed out in the general sense, right? But like I dig it. I just wish there was like a more of a personality, I guess, in contrast to like the Batman, right? Like if Iron Man is one thing and Tony Stark and he likes to blend the two, fine. But like I feel Tony Stark has this personality, has a little bit of the not only the swagger but like the wittiness, and I would have loved to see Bruce Wayne not so much have the wittiness, but like maybe have like a Elon Musk aura around about himself, you know, like
yeah, he had a Tim Burton vibe, and I don't mean
Yeah.
Tim Burton style. I mean he looks like Tim Burton. He's in a fucking gothic
Right.
house with fucking sunglasses on, pale as shit,
Yeah.
and he's just kind of fucking. It's weird, like, cause I don't know. I don't know if that's like a shout out to like Tim Burton movies, just kind of grounding this character as like
Oh,
he's
shit.
like a
I
rich
see what you're
guy
saying.
who's like prefers gothic backgrounds. Which I don't, maybe, you know, he's just a little emo guy, Bruce Wayne. Maybe, and it's just like, he's trying to, you know, maybe he was trying to bring a new flavor to the character. Which I don't mind. I think he should have been a little more angrier, dude. Like, I wanted him to fucking massacre people with this movie.
No, for sure. I wish it was Batman Beyond, and I wish that was the take, and Pattinson was playing that iteration of Batman where there is the Bruce Wayne in the universe already, but he's like more of a mentor, kind of walking you through like, hey, like,
And plus, it would have helped the arc better if he fucked people up. Because think about it, if he killed people, and it's like, if you have Bruce Wayne or Batman in a situation where he chooses to move to his no-kill rule by the end of it, I think you got something a little more stronger than what we got, which is him changing from I'm no longer vengeance, I'm hope, or you know, I believe is what the arc is there.
right.
But yeah, and how about little Colin Farrell? That motherfucker disappeared into that shit, and it wasn't just the makeup.
Yeah, that was fun, dude. But I don't know if fun enough to be a spin-off.
I disagree. I don't know. Listen, I feel like the where that Gotham series fucked up is it tried to be too big. I think if you focus in on one character and you follow their. Plus, I'm a sucker for crime dramas, dude. That's where it comes down to. And like, you have a comic book crime drama about this fucking this fun little villain, dude. I'm on board. I'm on board for it personally. But I can understand how, like, after Gotham, especially, like, you can turn your nose up at a DC TV show.
Well, I've made full disclosure. I've never seen a DC TV show. Only DC animated. Like, let's say Static Shock, the Batman series, Batman Beyond. I love them joints.
Got you.
You know what I mean? But the new shit.
I'm talking particularly live action because I don't shit on anything animated. I'm shitting on the live action stuff.
Yeah, live action like on TV, right?
Yeah, live action television.
It's like yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit. Hey, like they go. You know what I mean, I respect it. You know what I mean? They try to do ambitious shit on TV. There's limitations, and they're still trying to tell grand fucking stories. You know. Shout out to them motherfuckers. You know?
But yeah. But overall, like, I enjoyed Batman. It's a good movie film overall. I'm excited it got greenlit for a sequel. I hope.
Pretty quick, huh?
Yeah, pretty fucking quick, right? Listen, I hope, because I know Robert Pattinson's vocal about aspects of acting he hates. I hope he doesn't get into the Christian Bale thing where it's like, oh, I gotta eat a coffee and an apple and work out a bunch and shit.
This fool dicking down bitches on set, and this fool say you don't like
Zazie Beetz.
this fucking
Wait, what
guy.
was he? Oh, I fucked up her name. It's not Zazie Beetz, is it?
No, it's
Zoe. It's Kravitz. Kravitz,
Yeah,
yes. Matt Reeves just not gonna. Good God, you done fucking in there? God, we've been lit for an hour. We've been ready to go.
Are you guys still having a vibe in there?
Fucking vibing. God damn. And then wrapping up the television movies I watched, I saw The Northman yesterday, the new Robert Eggers film. God damn it! Have
The
you seen
Lighthouse. No.
it? Have you seen it? Do you want to see it?
Yeah, I want to see it.
You better hurry because that shit is not making money at the box office.
Damn.
They're gonna kick that fucker out of theaters
Get this
immediately.
motherfucker outta here.
And I think it's worth seeing on the big screen on some real shit. Yeah, man, that dude loves history with a fiery passion. I think that comes through in his in all of his films, his first two especially. Dude. And this one, God, dude, it's not afraid to take, because I had heard, like, from everybody though, this is the most accessible Eggers film, and I'm like, after having seen it, it's like, yes, but there doesn't say that there isn't weird surreal touches to the film that are like, you kind of turn your head out a little bit, but in the wide scope of the film, you're like, I appreciate that weird shit. You got a fucking $90 million weirdo fucking history film. And sure. Like, in this day and age, that's something to fucking support. So I hope anybody listening to this shit, if you see it at a fucking, theater, what was it called when they show films after their run is over? Revisitation Theater. Or
yeah, no, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the name of it.
If you can see, if this movie is playing in your area, watch that shit because it's fucking good. It's visceral in a way because apparently Alexander Skarsgård, the main actor, had wanted to make a Viking film for fucking years, and he's a producer on this film, and it's like, man, I'd bet on Robert Eggers. A Hollywood movie exec might not, which is why we might not see another big budget $90 million Robert Eggers films, especially after it's tanked at the box office. But that dude's not going anywhere, and I'm so grateful for that. That dude is one of the filmmakers of our time, dude. American filmmakers. I'm not too big on the modern world scene, but in terms of American cinema masterclass, dude, Eggers is on the come up, dude. Sure. Anything to add there?
No. I mean, I want to watch that movie. I mean, I just haven't found the time to do it.
Good use of Willem Dafoe, by the way. It's a little more sparse compared to the Lighthouse.
Willie D?
Willie D in the bitch, dude. You got Bjork in a pivotal, but also small role. Like, I don't know, man. That's a fucking. I know I already said. I gave my 10 out of 10 again, but I gotta give another. This film is. So far, this is the film of 2022.
If it's nominated for an Oscar, don't you think they'll be like, fuck the 90 million. We just fucking, we just got a reputation on them.
Yeah, I don't think anybody gives a shit about the Oscars anymore.
But like studio, like I get that, but like right. Studios don't pat themselves on the back for that still.
They do pat themselves on the back.
They still invest in like in the Academy Awards, like for your consideration.
But it's just like I don't know, like Eggers and even Ari Aster, because they've dabbled in. At least before this movie, particularly horror-driven, or like I know Lighthouse isn't a horror movie, but it's very tension-based and like you know what I mean. It's got a lot of music cues that like evoke horror. I think they just turn their nose up at it, dude, and that's what Eggers and Ari Aster are to the Academy right now. They're just horror movie directors. Those A24 boys, you know.
There go those A24 boys
when they're really let's be real honest. Like they gave Scorsese like the best director like 40 years. Late,
right.
So it's like we can't.
But they
expect
nominated him a lot of times.
They nominated him a lot, but it's like, come on now, man.
Right.
Dancing with Wolves, you gave Pocahontas the remake.
Right.
It's not a good.
Hey, I mean, I could disagree. The Academy Awards are ass backwards in terms of voting and crowning.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not holding my breath that they'll honor the Northman with any kind of.
Right.
I said, I'm just saying I like the film, and that's really all. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those films where it's like, man, fuck with the awards again, man. This is like, it's just amazing. It's amazing that they made this on its own, like regardless of when, but in a like a franchise driven like cinema that we have now, which is like it's fucking Marvel and shit. Like the fact that this film got made now, it makes it like upset even more. So. Grab a fucking seat, dude, and it should be noted since we just talked about the Batman. My time seeing Batman, a blockbuster film, on a Friday night was fucking horrible, dude. Fucking people talking all over the fucking place, dude. Whereas the Northman, it's that perfect blend of art house where like go on a Friday night, peak hours, the fucking nobody's there. The people that are there to watch the fucking film.
Yeah.
So. Good shit all around. Yeah. See the Northman. That's all I got to say there. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and lightning round a couple games here. Just feel free to stop me when you feel. I played Beat Saber. Beat Saber's fucking fun, dude. It's a fucking fun game, dude. Fucking fun PC game. And I also played Half-Life Alyx the same day, first hour or so, and like they're really great VR games. It's just a shame that you need a rig and a fucking. Decent running PC to like play them in the same fashion that I did. So it's the kind of thing where it's like these games are fun, but you gotta put down like a couple grand to fucking engage in them.
Damn.
And yeah, the shit's weird. Next up, I played the GTA San Andreas collection for a little bit. What did they do to our boy? Massacred our boy. Dude. I don't know how you fucked that up, dude, with all the money that they have over there.
They just went cheap and thought they'd get the profit, and it just come rolling in despite them going cheap on everything. Completely everything, dude. And
fucking hell.
An after release patch thinking that that's enough to like, you know what I mean, satisfy the fucking fans. Like, God.
You know what? And you know what,
dude.
Just in the spirit of fuck them, not to cut you off, but let's fucking move on from that shit. Right? Fuck that game. Fuck that game. Don't buy it. Fuck Rockstar.
Yeah. I mean, rent it if you got your PS Now or Game Pass.
Yeah, your Game Pass.
Check it out if you want.
Make sure you check out another game just to wash the taste out of your mouth, you know, and be like, you don't have to be like, I got Game Pass for GTAs. You can be like, no, I got it for these other 2 great games.
Yeah, because they took it off the market, dude. You have to fucking own that game already, whether it's digital or physical. Or, hey, that's what you have to fucking do now. But, hey, there's a lot of physical.
God help the next game Rockstar puts out, dude. That's what I gotta say.
GTA 6.
So there's no more. They're no longer a pre-order type gig anymore. It's a wait for reviews from legitimate people, dude.
Dude, that should bum me out if GTA 5, the 2013 release, is like, yo, that's peak GTA and everything else is...
Man, it might be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, it fucking bummed me out. Like, fuck. Too grown for this shit or whatever, dude.
Fuck them in the ass. Alright, next we got Jurassic World Evolution 2, a little game I played where you fuck around with dinosaurs and like a park simulation aspect. It's pretty fun. If you're in it all to like messing with dinosaurs, naming them, making them fight each other for stupid shit, play that game. It's pretty fun. It's got dinosaurs on the mainland here. And next I got a little...
Them Dino Boys?
Them Dino Boys at it again. So next I got a little 4-part game series here. I played 4 different games here. And what did I play these games here for? I played it for the search of the successor to Left 4 Dead. I'm just going to go ahead and skip to the end. I didn't find the successor to Left 4 Dead.
R.I.P.
But I played 4 different games. I'm going to go ahead and start with Back 4 Blood. You know, that game's got a lot of promise. It's made by Turtle Rock, the same people the same people in name at least, who touched Left 4 Dead. So it had the best prospect of being Left 4 Dead. Let me give you the long short of it is there's a Krobie Cat video on Back 4 Blood and why it's not Left 4 Dead. So go watch that shit. The AI's fucked. It's just not the same thing. There's like there's roguelike aspects to it, but it doesn't commit to it all the way. And it's just, I don't know, man. It's really, it's just not the same. And if you're gonna put 4 in your name in the same fashion that Left 4 Dead did, you gotta come correct with it. And I don't feel like they came correct with it. I feel like they put it out there and you'll be like, we'll get content out after the fact, and we'll make make the animations tighter after the fact. But it's just not hitting it. It's not hitting it. So fuck that game.
Fuck that game.
And the next spot of fuck that game, it's not Left 4 Dead. Rainbow Six Extraction. Fuck, man, this is 2 strikes for this game in particular because it tries to be Left 4 Dead and it tries to it basically takes a mode that was in Rainbow Six Siege and it tries to stretch it into a full fucking game at like $40 game in here. It was on Game Pass. That's the only reason why I tried it. But that game, it's just fucking, it's shit. There's little like ink spikies and mambo guys coming at you. It sucks shit. Don't play it. Yeah. Next, I played a game that's got a little bit of promise. It's not as bad as the previous 2, but it's Aliens Fireteam Elite. It's basically it's just like Left 4 Dead. Replace the zombies with aliens, and they're pretty faithful to the sound effects, the design of like ships and whatnot. Like it's a really good use of the license. It's just not. It just doesn't hold. It doesn't have enough content to hold you into it. Like there's like a missing mechanics that like you play it and you're like, I don't know, man. It's not going to keep my attention for days on end. So it's not the closest, dude. But anyways, from there I've got World War Z Aftermath, which is like the new edition of the old game, which was in my mind is probably the closest we've gotten to Left 4 Dead. And they've added a first person mode, so where it used to be third person, so it's basically almost all the way there. And like it's got content, it's got like I don't know 4 or 5 different campaigns. So it's like it's got shit out the wazoo. So it's the best successor to Left 4 Dead, but it is not Left 4 Dead. So it's like, the search continues for the true successor to fucking Left 4 Dead here. And from there, I played Splitgate. How come you didn't tell me to play Splitgate? I hopped on that shit. You were right to call it Halo with portals, dude. That shit is basically what it is, dude. God damn it, that game was fun.
Yeah, that shit's smooth.
I played every mode. I tried every fucking multiplayer mode. There's fucking... capture the disco ball or hold the disco ball. It's probably my favorite of the. Well, no, my favorite is fucking teabag confirmed. In order to confirm a kill, you gotta do the old crouchity crouch on the dead opponents.
You gotta let them know they slipped up and now they nutted up on the shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's free to play. It's basically on everything. So if you want, you got a console these days, a modern console at any fashion. Give Splitgate a try. It's good shit. I don't know if you had anything to add on the Splitgate. I know you said your piece on it. I don't know if you played it since.
That shit's pretty sweet, man. Like, for sure. It's free to fucking play. What else do you need, dude? Get that shit. You have an online subscription. Play the fuck out of it now. You like SWAT? Play SWAT. You know, if you have a PlayStation and you don't have an Xbox and you want to play something that's Halo, like, hey, fucking get down on that shit.
Okay. That's just hype as shit. On the subject of Halo, I also bought and rolled credits on Halo Infinite.
There.
Ooh wee. Do you have any experience with this game as you reach for your alcoholic beverage?
I rightfully sat out of that shit. I'll tell you this right now. I sat out of that shit and I sat out of the series that's on Paramount. Like, what do they do to my boy?
Well, listen. I will say that there was a 3 to 5 week honeymoon period I had with Halo Infinite, dude.
Multiplayer?
Yes, the multiplayer dropped, I believe, on the anniversary of the Xbox.
Yeah, before the release.
Yeah, exactly. The multiplayer dropped, and fucking, I was off to the races with that game. It's just funner. It's still to this day, I think, funner than fucking Guardians. It feels more like Halo.
Oh,
yes, there's sprints. Yes, there's all these like non-Halo-ish things, but the rhythm of it is down so pat to me, where it's like this feels more like Halo than 4 or 5 ever did. And then the campaign came along, and like I'm right there with all the gripes. Like there's kind of like I believe 2 or 3 campaign missions that are all indoors that kind of eschew the whole open world shit that the game's going for. But like there are aspects of the game that I love, dude. The grappling hook is a fucking revelation to this game. Like it kind of there's just fusion coils fucking everywhere, and then you can pull off some really baller shit that like the Master Chief should be able to pull off. And in that way, like the gameplay is 110% fun as shit. The story, shite. The story is like, god damn it, man. The story is the most let's what's it called? Retcon everything from the previous game and try to build something off of it. And it just doesn't work, man. It just doesn't work in that regard.
They wrote themselves into a corner. They try to
write themselves out, and it's just there's aspects of it that are just more confusing now.
Why not just reboot the fucking series, dude?
I don't know, dude. But it's a $500 million game for your ass, right?
Damn, dude. $500 million. They could have sent like $1 million to each person in America if they wanted to, instead of make this game. But hey.
But yeah, that's Halo Infinite for you.
Fuck, dude.
I liked the game. I have not bought it yet. I've only played it via a Game Pass. Alright. And from there, I tried to, take some time to finish off a series I was playing. So I played Resident Evil 4 over here. That's right. I rolled credits on that shit.
I beat Wesker.
That game sucks. No, I'm just kidding. That game's pretty good. I can see what all the hubbub is about it now.
Shit.
It's still my 3rd favorite Resident Evil game, but that's only because I like RE1 remake and RE2 remake so much more. Because they're like, I don't know, I think of horror when I think of Resident Evil, and Resident Evil 4 just reads as more action to me. It's good fucking action. It's strategic. There's hella tension, but it just doesn't hit the horror aspects as much as I would have liked.
Right. I mean, I've never beaten too many games in my youth, dude, and 4 was one of those where it just took me over. I played it. That's my first introduction to the series. I fucking loved it. Took it to Mexico a couple years later. Obviously,
you told your peoples, dude?
I told my peoples. I gathered all my peoples and I said, bask in the glory of Resident Evil 4. You're welcome. But hey, it's just to me, it's a mix of nostalgia and my entry to the series. Resident Evil 2 was fucking bananas crazy good, dude.
BANAN, dude.
Yeah. And it's good enough to play hey, dude, you play side B and then side A and then side B, in terms of the story. But
pretty dope shit. Dope shit indeed. And then next, I played Bayonetta. Bayonetta 1 and 2. Because the series is just that good, man.
Sure.
I just had to play the other one when I got finished with the first. I believe I've showed you the opening of it. It's a batshit crazy Japanese ass game with a British lady who's a witch with glasses, and she's doing all these sexified things on
Sexified.
she's just like she's an independent woman, don't need no man with pistolas on her heels and in her hands.
Let them know.
It's like the Planet Terror idea of a fucking machine gun on somebody's leg turned up to 4, dude.
Oh shit, that's right.
It's turned into a fucking character action game, dude. And I'm telling you, dude, that shit is worth playing. The second game is I don't know if it's an easier game or I just like played through the first one immediately before, and I just inherited some of the skills. But like, fuck, man, I was tearing shit up in 2, and it was probably one of the highlights of my gaming career last year. Dude. Fucking fantastic. So if you ever want to play a good series, pick up the Bayonetta series. Unfortunately, Bayonetta 2 is only available on Nintendo consoles. So you better bust out your Wii U, bust out your Switch if you want to play 2. But you can get Bayonetta 1 on anything. Anything these days.
Nice.
Right. And then from there, I finished off the Resident Evil series with 6. Fuck me, don't play that game. Don't do it. I played that game so you don't have to. Fuck that game, dude. It's just fucking hella generic, dude. It's like 20 hours, 4 campaigns, and it's like you're kind of done with it after the first campaign.
Yeah.
It's just it doesn't hook you in the same way that a 4 or even a 5 does. Like, I don't think co-op would have made this experience any better, just because it's just fucking grueling to play sometimes. I think it's a good game to play if you play co-op with somebody you fucking hate and you don't mind wasting your own time while fucking hating this person.
So,
that's the context of the
damn,
game.
dude.
Don't play that shit. Resident Evil 6 sucks, dude. I wasn't down with it in the slightest. And then from there, I played all 5 Devil May Cry games. And it was because Bayonetta was so good, I needed something to fill the character action void in my corazon. So I went back and I played all these mostly old games. There's you got 5, which is like, well, we'll get to it, but Devil May Cry is just a fucking batshit crazy. I should say that the maker of Bayonetta worked on, I believe, he worked on Bayonetta 5. He was the director. I'll have to look him up. No, Hideki Kamiya is the name. Hideki Kamiya fucking worked on Devil May Cry and basically created this genre of like 3D beat 'em up character action games, and it's fucking incredible, dude. It's an incredible series. Played 2. 2 is basically the black sheep of the series. Everybody hates 2. People are like, they fucked everything up. It sucks. I thought it was okay. I didn't think it sucked. And I don't know. Devil May Cry series. Devil May Cry fans have a thing about like new characters being put into the mix and like hating on those. Like, we just like Dante. Dante is it. Dante is all there is. And I don't think that's the case, dude. Like,
you have to fill out the universe.
Devil May Cry starts that shit by bringing in Lucia, this like sick character with size and shit. Mm-hmm. Basically fixes the game's combat in a lot of ways, because it's like a separate campaign with like these unique combos and shit, and it really like mixes it up. But then from there we have like the peak, what is considered like basically the Resident Evil 4 of the Devil May Cry series, which in Devil May Cry 3, which brings in this plot line of Virgil. He's basically fighting his twin brother, and then like you have this broadsword wielding anime dork like Dante versus this like a samurai katana sword like wielding like brother of his, and like he has fucking Virgil has this sick move where like he just flicks his sword unsheathed, and like everything just gets cut, and it looks as if he hasn't moved his sword at all. And it's fuck, man. That series is so fucking stylish, dude. It's so good. Then I moved on to 4, of course, which 4 special edition.
It's weird, dude, because I don't want to interrupt you.
No,
but
go ahead.
You talk about this, and it's like it kind of sounds like some of the animated series would kind of be up your alley, dude. Like some of that shit's kind of dope, dude. It's kind of like movies.
Listen,
and TV.
I like anime action. It's hard to navigate in regards to like, okay, well, like I want to pick something that's gonna end.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
I don't want to start on DBZ.
Yeah,
episode 500 and shit. And that's basically where it is with anime. It's like I want to pick quality. I want to pick watchable.
Right.
That's really my only like hurdle with that kind of media.
Shit.
Is this like I gotta watch it subbed because like I can't do the dub shit. It's just like I got a fucking American voice actor who doesn't get paid enough fucking hamming his way through this script. You know what I mean? It's just not for me. But like I'm able to spot like stupid anime shit in games now, and there's a ton of it in this series. You got fucking Dante going woohoo, riding a fucking sword and shit, surfing this shit.
Damn.
And there's just a bunch of like,
surfing on that sword.
And Devil May Cry 4 comes out, and it marks another. It's a game split into two characters. We got Dante and the newcomer Nero, and it's like it's another edition of like Devil May Cry. Oh, the Dante levels are the best. Fuck Nero. Nero's fucking cool though, dude. It's like what Dante has is like a devil trigger, which is like he powers up and he fucking like his combos get faster. He deals more damage and shit. And what Nero has instead of that is a Devil Bringer, which is like basically scorpion motherfuckers that are light enough. If they're too heavy, he scorpions toward them and it can fucking slash him. He can do fucking air combos. That's another thing. There's just so much the combat. It makes these games so dope, dude. You can just like style the fuck. That's another thing. Style meter. I forgot to mention the style meter, which is like you get A, B, C rank, your triple S ranks and shit from this game, and it's fucking amazing, dude. It's fucking amazing. And then Devil May Cry 5, dude, is like the best, dude. It's better than Bayonetta. Bayonetta 2, it's like they just cram so much shit into that game, and it's fucking amazing, dude. There's like 4 fucking characters to play from if you get the special edition with Virgil, and it's like there's so much variation in that combat, and like you could spend fucking hours in that game just like styling and profiling on people with all these sick moves and weapons and shit. It's fucking that series is so good. And I tried the American remake, or not the remake, the American reboot that happened between 4 and 5, and like it's not a bad game. It was made by Ninja Theory, a very competent developer, but they just don't. It's just a little edgelord. It replaces the dorky anime-ness of Dante's character with Western edgelord, and it's like, this don't taste too good. Yeah. So yeah, that's the Devil May Cry series. I definitely recommend it. I recommend the first 5 games. Like you can give or take the reboot, but those are good games along with Bayonetta 1 and 2. Like if you played those the early God of War games, like the 1, 2, and 3, and you're like, I want more games like this, like you're doing yourself a disservice by not playing the Bayonetta or Devil May Cry series. All right. And from there, I played Sifu. Remember this game, right?
Yeah.
The fucking old boy ass game.
Yeah.
Played a little bit of it, and I didn't roll credits on it like I did the Devil May Cry series. But the shit's fun, dude. It's fun in a 3D stylized beat 'em up almost way where you're just like you gotta parry at the right time, you gotta dodge at the right time. Like shit can get hard, dude. Shit can get hard real fast. But yeah, Seafood, highly recommended. Shit. Got Dying Light 2. You could drop kick zombies off skyscrapers. That's all I have to say about that game. It's good. I like it. Play that shit a little bit.
Play it.
And then I played Besieged. I don't know if you've ever heard of Besieged at all. It's basically a game where you can make mechanical death machines. They either move or don't. You can have like wooden wheels. It's medieval era like machinery. Put like drills on them, fucking like flamethrowers, and you're given like each level is like a different obstacle to pass with your machine. So if you want to modify it and tweak it to fit the level you have to beat. Yeah. And like they're like I believe like the ending of certain levels are just like take on this fucking castle with your death machine and like build that shit up and make it rip through them. But yeah, Besiege is a good game. It's I believe it's out on the Xbox. I'm not sure if it's out on the PlayStation, but it's been out on the PC. It's good shit. And then lastly, on my What You Do, I got Horizon Forbidden West. I rolled credits, platinumed the game. It's fucking fantastic.
This was no big deal.
No, it's actually an easy game to platinum on this game. You don't need 100% everything, unlike a lot of games. So you can get a really good taste of everything, and you still have a life. But yeah, man, there's a lot of good twists and turns to this game. I don't want to go into spoilers. I know you haven't touched it yet. You've touched the first game. Yeah. But yeah, man, there's a lot of good twists and turns in the story. Sure. Some interesting choices I'll have to discuss when you play it. But it's a good game, dude. Good game. I'm excited for whenever the third game comes out. But god damn it, man, fighting those Robo Dinos is some dope shit.
Shit.
Alright, that wraps up my what you do. What you do this week? Or this past couple months?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a whole list of everything I've watched.
I had to go through. I went to lightning round a lot of that shit, and I didn't lightning round a lot of that shit.
But I just briefly talk about some of the recent things like I've consumed right in this media fucking world. So Blue Streak, dude, Martin Lawrence, Luke Wilson, Dave Chappelle as a side character.
His son was ugly and I couldn't read good. Damn.
Well, you don't want to go to jail in Mexico. They'll stuff burritos up your ass.
That's one of my fucking child. I saw that movie with all 4 members of my family growing up in the theater. Dude. It's close to my heart, that one.
Yeah, it's definitely fucking nice. There's a period where we overwatched it. It came out and we just like my cousins would always play it when we go over. I get it. Like it's almost a classic, dude. Like it's fucking hilarious. But you know what I mean? It's heist movie. This dude like heist goes wrong, goes to fucking jail, comes out. You know, has to kind of moonlight as a police officer to try to get back at the position of the diamond inside that same building. But it's great, dude. Like especially if you like, it's Martin Lawrence like probably at his best. It's a lot of him, dude. There's not too much of like, hey, here's Luke Wilson doing this, or here's Dave Chappelle. It's just
you do have that wonderful character actor who has a very menacing face, who's also the main villain of The Mask.
Oh, the antagonist of the fucking thing.
Yeah,
that's right. He is in The Mask.
He's just got one of those villain faces, dude. He's like, got RBF up there, but he made it work for him.
It's a fun movie, dude. Like that kind of like takes you a little bit all over the place. Ends at the fucking border, obviously, with the bullshit. But it's fun, dude. Give it a viewing. It was on Hulu when we saw it. The next movie we watched was Morbius. Mobo, yeah.
My little Mobo.
Yeah, like
it's the best.
It's the best, dude. Like it sucks, dude. Like if you go on and you try to see if anyone's talking about it, there's a lot of people that just opted out and just like nah. But it sucks, dude. Like there was I guess this popularity and this movement shortly after the third Spider-Man, and Morbius was supposed to come out like that following month. They delay it. They show the fucking movie and it's just complete ass, dude. Like the villain and the protagonist are similar kind of fucking attributes and skills, kind of like Iron Man 1, right? It's a fun movie, but that kind of matchup fucking sucks, dude. It's absolute ass. And Jared Leto in that tiring performance, dude, it's not a eccentric Jared Leto. It's kind of reined in. He's, you know what I mean?
I like how he waited to this piece of shit. To fucking rate it.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, dude. Especially with Sony trying to launch their own thing.
I'm not gonna go method on this one, ma.
Yeah. He's still carrying out the TV and shit. Fuck, dude. It just sucks, dude. I think the first trailer came out like in 2019 or 2020 or some ridiculous, you know.
Anyway, development hell up, yes.
Yeah, dude, and it's just like I don't recommend it. It's not the worst fucking movie, but it's like again, it's a poor entry in the comic book franchise, especially considering that character and the different, I guess, talents and skills that character has. Morbius, they just don't do a good enough effort to showing the distinctness that character fucking holds, dude. Fuck it. Fuck Morbius. Moving on. Sonic 2, dude.
You saw Sonic 2?
I saw Sonic 2.
Shit.
Yeah, like I won't spoil it too much, dude, but it's
Is there double the amount of Jim Carrey?
No, that's just one. It's
okay.
just one. Yeah. Like at first I'd be like, why is Jim Carrey Robotnik? I wish it was Jack Black, like a larger man that can play kind of just super fucking animated. But hey, fuck it, dude. Jim Carrey is the name. He brings it in. He has fun with the role. He's doing his little Jim Carrey fucking bits, dude. He's not phoning it in. You know, it's obviously not like Eternal's Sunshine of a Spotless Mind or whatever the fuck, dude. Like, it's not a drama. It's not a Truman Show, but he does a good job in this. Like, the focus is more on Sonic compared to the first one. The first one had like a blend of Sonic and kind of incorporating with, I guess,
fish out of water type shit.
Yeah, like, you know, him kind of trying to get into the rhythm of society and all this shit. This one they kind of separated, take him on his own fucking story. It's much appreciated. It's almost like the human side is like story B. You know, we just kind of check up on it a little bit. And, you know, it's fucking great, dude. Knuckles is voiced by Idris Elba. You know, and obviously Tails is a part of this fucking movie. So they went from Sonic in the first one to like a Tails post credit to Sonic 2 being like, hey, we're gonna bring the whole fucking gang in this shit. So it's fun, dude. It's definitely worth watching it if you love Sonic and some of the bullshit they're gonna nod to in terms of the games. Fucking check that shit out, dude.
Is there a spot where I can plug in the second movie to the first movie, a la cartridge, and play with characters there?
That fucking thing, dude. Damn.
That fucking Sonic. What a fucking, like, Hail Mary that was.
Shit, dude.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hey, man, like, it is what it is, but I did finish The Sopranos.
Yeah.
Hey, like, I think...
Woke up this morning with
Yeah.
that thrown upside down.
Yeah. I think it's been some time, so I'm not going to go down each season or anything. I just want to talk about
we left off at the season 4, right, with Ralphie?
I think so. So it's 5 and then 6.
Just continue on with the Boucherlouche, dude.
Yeah,
What'd you think of Boucherlouche?
Boucherlouche is dead as hell, bro.
He dead as hell.
He dead as hell, yeah.
Put me in, coach.
Yeah, killed by Tone.
Killed by Tone because he just couldn't keep off those hits.
Couldn't keep up those hits. Fucking Christopher's his girlfriend, his fiance, Aid. The way she kind of goes down with Sal driving, going to like...
dude, she almost runs away from the FBI and the Sopranos in that same episode, dude. Just like books it, and she should have, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck,
It's heartbreaking. I think the biggest head scratcher is like going into the final season. Obviously, I think Beto is revealed to be gay. That's a big to-do between like the two bosses,
hey,
right?
you know Phil served 20 years, dude. He never compromised.
He never compromised. He just jerked off into a napkin. And don't you forget about it. Pass the mozzarella. But, you know?
They claimed our family Leotardo. I don't know why the fuck he told a bunch of kids that. What did he think was going to happen? Their kids are going to sympathize, dude, and not just make fun of them?
Kid's going to relate like, hey, I got called retardo the other day. And I'm sick and tired of it. But it's just a weird fucking turn. Like, I didn't expect for, like, basically the entire Sopranos empire to fall. Like, one by one, Capo gets fucking axed. And it's like, fuck, dude. Like, it bummed me out, dude. I was like, I wanted to see the fucking revenge. I wanted to see him take it out on that cocky-eyed fucking bastard and fail in the game, bro.
We got a little bit of that when he came up to Meadow and was like, hey, how about I add to that cream sweetheart?
Yeah, dude. What?
And he got the most justified thing Tony does in the fucking series.
Yeah, dude. God damn.
That fool rolled up with no backup. You notice that shit?
Yeah, he don't need no backup at that point. Shit.
Fucking hell, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, it was funky to see kind of like everything go down. I love the whole like separation of character when he starts to enter that coma and he becomes a different kind of person. I love when The Sopranos does shit like that, when they explore dreams, when they explore...
Yeah, Junior goes nuts and fucking confuses him for pussy, dude.
Right. Hey, dude, fucking the Uncle June, dude, and the Asian friend that he makes, and then...
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
The dude from Saw, basically.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he was one of the cops from Saw.
Oh.
It was the Asian dude. And yeah, he was just like... That dude did a really good job of like playing a crazy dude who gets like just turns to a father figure, which like if Junior had really paid attention to why he was there and his disdain for father figures, he would have saw some shit coming, dude.
He would have seen that shit, dude. It's tough, dude. It's a heartbreaking I guess final fucking season, dude. Like I guess what are you gonna do? Like Tony comes out on top. I get that, dude, but I wanted to see.
Tony's the new young Tone, the new boss of everywhere. He fought New York off.
Ends with him in the ring, fucking raising his fist. But it was a different fucking series, and that ending is ballsy as fucking hell, dude. Like, You know, and
did you tap your PlayStation or whatever you were watching it on? Like, hey, did you cut out on me, you fucking box?
No, I mean it's the Sopranos. It was
I'm gonna take
up.
that disc, man. I'm gonna ram it up your box. God damn.
Fuck, dude. Dude, like that fucking ending was talked about like the next day on morning news shows, dude. Like,
oh my good God,
so
man. People are pissed when they wrote that congressman over this shit.
Yeah. Fuck, dude. But I mean, it was a hell of a fuking series, dude. Hell of a series.
Man. So many good moments, dude.
Yeah.
We already talked about it, but Paulie going to the medium.
Yeah, one of the highlights for that specific character, dude, coming into the medium.
No, this is satanic shit. Black magic.
Fuck, dude. I'm gonna ask after you leave, sir. But you know, like just the Sopranos, like I'm glad that they, you know, they took the approach that they did. You know, I don't know if they're gonna come back to it and do like a spin-off, dude, but fuck it.
Hey, what about Many Saints of Newark?
The Many Saints. It's been a long time since I watched that, dude. So I can't.
Well, listen, let me remind you the ending, right?
Yeah.
Tony's out of there with young Tone over there. So at Dicky Moltisanti's funeral there. Dicky Moltisanti's body reaches up, dude, and they lock pinkies, dude.
Oh, that's right.
Was the Sopranos music plays.
That's right. That's right.
That's everything you need to know about that fucking movie.
Shit, dude. What a fucking shit. Yeah. Goddamn, dude. Goddamn. But those are the movies. Like the other thing I've been watching recently is like Moon Knight. It's a Disney Plus show.
I've heard a bunch about it. I haven't watched it.
Yeah, Oscar Isaac kind of taking on a different character than what Marvel has previously given us. I appreciate the approach and everything that's being brought to that world, because it's a bit schizophrenic, you know, or at least like multiple personality wise, you know. I forget what that's called, dude. Dissociative personality. I forget what the fuck, dude. But whatever. The point is, it's an interesting series, with a great fucking actor, you know, working his fucking ass off. I think in every episode, the only fucking problem I have is just not like the show's called Moon Knight, and you don't have the fucker in like the Moon Knight whole like get-ups as much as you'd like.
He's not in the superhero garb yet.
Kind of, yeah, like, you know, it kind of feels like a mix between like an origin story or like early on, like in his
slow burn origin story. If he's like 5 episodes in, doesn't have his shit.
Yeah. Well, he has it, but like it's on and off.
He hasn't used it in a superhero context, let's say.
Yeah, dude. So it's interesting where they're gonna take this character, but hey, dude, like, it's worth a watch just because it takes this turn in like in the middle of the series, dude. It's this interesting turn. It's like, all right, dude, like, I fuck with it, dude. Like, it's definitely worth checking out. Disney Plus is a lot of hit and miss, dude. But that's the TV and movie side. Going over to the video game world,
the juego games,
the video juegos. You know, I played Miles Morales. I finished it. It did feel like DLC, dude. It felt like, yeah, because the city never sleeps. I think that's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
okay, so I never played any of that, which is probably why I don't.
Oh shit.
I don't get the. I don't know. It felt different enough, just in terms of his combat and some of the stuff he adds to like stealth and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I can see, like, you know, it's. I think it was $10 discounted when it came out. I think it was $50. I could be bullshitting. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I bought it with the package. You know, the stupid PS5, like, hey, get this game and all that shit. But for sure, dude, like, I played City Never Sleeps leading into this thing because I didn't finish the side story, and I wanted to finish it. Silver Sable and all this shit's fucking sweet, dude. Mm-hmm. And at the end, it kind of hints to them teaming up. So I thought leading into this, hey, I'm going to have Peter Parker swing in, maybe help me out.
He's like, I am going on vacation over here.
Right? Dude, yeah, fucking hell, dude.
Good luck, motherfucker.
Fuck. So it's Miles Morales in this whole game. He's kind of like, there's this old flame, or this flame that he's had a connection with that's kind of like a family friend growing up. You know, it's very like back and forth, and then he has an uncle, and I think in this video game world, he has no father. It's a little different from the Spider-Verse, the movie, the animated shit. He has like mom and dad, and he goes home to them, right? This one, it's a little more like you're on your own, kid. You know, your mom's busy being a fucking politician, I think. So it's, you know, I wanted to see more in terms of like that character growing on his own, but then also Peter Parker coming in. So maybe like a 20-hour game, dude, where we have multiple missions figuring out the story. I didn't want Vulture to be passed down from Peter Parker into this game, and then I fight this guy for a quick minute. You know, it wasn't enough, but it's a beautiful fucking game. The gameplay's fucking awesome. Like everything that guy brings, it's a mix between Spider-Man and Static Shock. You know what I'm saying? Like Static Shock doesn't go invisible, but
also the menu screen on PlayStation 5 plays the dopest music.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's been a minute. I played it around No Way Home.
It's fucking a mixture of like Sam Raimi Spider-Man with hip hop, and it does it effortlessly.
Shit.
And I'm like, man, this is fucking. Why didn't Black Panther sound like this?
Yeah, I think that's another game, dude. You start from the main menu and it leads right into like the opening scene of the game, right in the subway.
Exactly.
It's pretty sweet, dude. Yeah, there's
got a God of War aspect, God of War 2018 aspect to it.
Straight up, dude. Like my favorite outfit in that whole game is like when you
Spider-Verse?
No, in the Miles Morales. At the end of it, you get like the cat, and he's in your backpack. I fucking love that shit, dude. But that's Miles Morales. I also played what was it called? We talked about it. Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yay.
The complete edition, right? So, fucking like there's some hours in that game, you know. But it didn't feel like a chore. It felt fun every time I would log in and fucking get on the open world and play as Alloy, dude. But I did play the Frozen Wilds, or is that what it's called?
Yeah, the DLC.
So I did like that right section of the map went straight up to the DLC.
I don't see that's where I'm like, man, that game fucking hard. With you like, because that's
dude,
it's meant to be post game DLC of some shit. And I'm like, that shit will rock your world.
Hell yeah.
Go up there too soon.
Hey, but if you complete it, you get some kick-ass weapons,
Yeah, you get
dude.
some shit that's gonna help you out, I imagine.
Hell
For sure.
yeah. Dude, like, when I completed that, dude, like, everything else was a fucking breeze, because I had so many fucking weapons in my inventory, you can only select
Panther
4.
Predator-looking fucking jungle cat motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Those are my favorite enemies, dude.
Dude, the only thing I wish they had was that, like, you can ride animals. I wish you could ride, like, I guess more animals, and on top of that, the flying fuckers. I would have loved to fucking fly in that game, bro. Like, you know, just kind of like an airplane, I guess, a little bit. You gotta have the takeoff in that sense, but damn, dude, like, it's still a fucking great game. I think that I did everything I could, dude. I found everything I can. I got all the fucking crystals. I took, you know, with those open world games, that's my biggest problem. I have to really, like, get into the fucking thing. I can't just, like, skip by the story and fuck everything else around it.
Right.
I gotta really just, hey, like, they made this world for me to fucking explore. Like, it's like Red Dead, bro. You know, someone took the time to fucking build this thing. It's almost like I have no choice but to sit there and explore the best way I fucking can. And you gotta utilize everything. Furs, meats, fucking herbs, dude. Like, god damn. And, like, that's on top of, like, getting other inventory shit and creating, like, let's say, incendiary arrows and other specialized arrows, which
Getting those monsters with elemental damage.
shit, yeah, dude. And, like, it has a cool little slowdown feature in the game. The story, like, obviously, since it's such a long story, I just played that game. I didn't mix anything in, but it was long-winded, right? There's a lot of shit going on. I feel like it didn't really hook me until they started showing me, like, the holographics of, like, every
What happened in Zero Dawn Project, right?
Right, yeah, where it's like all like the first like humans and they're like
That
they have
makes sense,
artificial
though,
mothers.
because it's like you're in this world and you're like, what the fuck? It's post apocalypse.
Yeah.
Where, like, people have found a way to live like long after the fact, and it's this very archaic version compared to like modern times. And it's like and when you get to those holograms, you're like, this is why the world is the way it is, and it's like. It's a daring choice for a game to be like, I'm gonna wait like 20+ hours before I give you the goods of the story, so to speak.
Yeah, and like I think that like in those final hours of the game, that's where it really starts to shine. The fucker that you're
Fucking
helping.
Ted Farrow, dude. How about Ted Farrow, that motherfucker, the guy who deleted the program with all the information on it. He killed all the Zero Dawn team.
shit.
In that room.
Right.
He's like, listen, we can't let him repeat our sins. And it's like, you fucking idiot, we fucking spend years making that fucking index, dude.
God damn it, dude.
Kill you and destroy your life's work and shit. Fuck, man.
Fucking hell.
Just because of his hubris, dude.
Yeah.
His guilt.
Shit. And Alloy is not a human, right? She's kind of like a clone or some shit.
She's a clone of Elizabeth Sobek. Kind of born of the mountain, as the people, which is why she became an outcast, which is like, that's fucking tragic, man.
Shit.
She's basically, because of you, I don't know if you noticed playing it, Aloy's all about business, dude. She's like, I don't give a fuck about your problems, Omi. I give a fuck about your problems, get to the point. kind of thing. She has a very antisocial upbringing because she was a fucking outcast.
Right.
She's just like, just tell me the details of this problem, and like, you know what I mean? Give me, and like, it's really cleverly written and acted. Not written by, but Ashley Birch does the voice acting for Aloy.
Ashley Birch.
She does Hey Ash, what you playing? Those videos back in the day.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Shit's wild. The game's real good. I don't know if I interrupted your train of thought there.
No, that's it, dude. Like, I mean, all I was talking about was the fucker. I forget what the name of that black dude.
Silence.
Yeah.
Lance Hendrick, played by Lance Hendrick. Who's one of those that guy actors.
Oh shit.
He's been in a bunch of stuff.
Well, he fucks you over.
He does fuck you over for that motherfucker.
Son of a bitch, but I mean, it's super fucking fun. Like hacking the robots, hiding,
those
doing
blue
stuff.
tubes look painful, by the way.
Shit, dude. Fucking, it's obviously it's a cheap game. I think it comes with all PlayStation Plus subscriptions.
Yeah, definitely.
Plenty of fucking people play that game already, so we don't have to fucking tell you go play it. But I mean, if you haven't, fuck, dude.
Play that shit.
Yeah, play that shit. Play that shit immediately.
Play the sequel if you can.
But fucking Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania was the last game I played in this WHATCHU section. Fucking hell, but hey, it's just a remake thrown onto some next gen disc or whatever the fuck, dude. It's a balanced fucking game. You've seen it on Dreams if you have Dreams. It's super fun, dude. Like, there's a baseball section. It's kind of like a little pinball kind of like a situation there, but it's a fun fucking game. It was a gift, but man, I love that franchise. I love playing it with my siblings growing up. But that was my WHATCHU section.
That was the one that just came out, right?
Yeah,
like the HD remix, or whatever the fuck.
Right. I think in October. Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, but that's the what you've been up to kind of section.
For sure.
We're gonna slide into the news.
What's your news?
What's your news to me?
Ooh. Do we want to talk about the GTA Definitive Edition Trash Fire, or did we get to that already?
Hey, I mean, dude. Dealer's choice, right here.
Nah, we talked about it. Fuck them.
Fuck them.
How about the Battlefield 2042 Trash Fire?
Shit, I didn't play it.
Neither did I.
Damn.
I had it on pre-order. Then I like the early access. The motherfuckers that paid like $120 for the week access came in. I'm like, I'm gonna refund this shit. Got my money's back.
Damn.
But the next news story, which is a bunch of backwards compatible Xbox games, like Time Splitters 2 and 3, coming to fucking backwards compatible. You can pay like $15 for those. Get those shits digitally, man.
Oh shit.
That shit's out there, dude. They got Max Payne 1, 2, and 3 backwards compatible on them shits now, dude. That shit's wild. That shit's wild and crazy.
You can put that OG disc in there?
You put the OG Xbox original disc in there.
Hey,
dude.
that's what I'm talking. That's what they should have came. I don't know why they didn't launch like that.
Hey, I don't know why they didn't. Well, because Phil Spencer wasn't on the payroll, dude. Phil Spencer's the motherfucker that. You remember that dickhead that's like, DRM, you can't borrow games anymore and shit. And then Xbox changed. Yeah, they fired that fucker and they put Phil Spencer. As cringe as Phil Spencer is,
hey, I'll take
wearing his Player One T-shirts with a blazer on. And talking to everybody like he's fucking Steve Jobs. The dude has been good for the company, dude. They got Game Pass now. They got backwards compatibility. The shit's popping off.
Hey, he's brought consistency to the Microsoft fucking,
People talk favorably about Xbox now instead of shit talking.
Exactly, yeah.
Which is more than you could say about Nintendo or Sony nowadays.
That shit's the greatest emulation machine, no doubt.
Yeah, we got like 3 generations of games on the motherfucker, dude. Take notes, Sony. Take fucking notes. But anyways, oh, also forgot to mention Fear. Fear is 60 FPS right after we fucking played it.
What the fuck?
On Series X.
Damn.
God
dude.
damn you, man. Why couldn't you wait a couple months?
You son of a bitch. I wish I did now. Fuck. That would have been sweet, dude.
Alright, yeah. Alright, I'll take that salt on the cheek, I guess. But anyways, we also got the Max Payne remake 1 and 2. And here's what makes it exciting. Well, Rockstar is only putting the money up. They're not making the fucker, dude. It's Remedy making the 1 and 2 remakes, dude.
Sure.
That's what's hype about this shit. That's why I'm talking about it. If it was Rockstar handling it, I'd be worried. I'd be fucking worried. They're gonna fuck this up somehow, dude.
Yeah.
They're gonna fuck this up and make it a bunch of like fucking cosmetics and shit. You gotta pay money to add mechanics that were in the original games to the game or some shit.
Fuck that.
Anyways, it's dope shit. That's dope shit coming down the pipe.
Hey, it's coming.
Shit. What else I got? Dan Trachtenberg is developing a fucking Predator sequel called Prey, where a Native American woman is hunted by the famed alien. Could be good. I liked 10 Cloverfield. I liked the episode of Black Mirror he did, so it could be some good shit coming down the pipe there, you know. I'd just be interested to see what fresh blood would be to the Predator series, because Shane Black had his turn, and he wasn't good. It was no bueno. So
that ain't good.
Hopefully Dan Trachtenberg could level that ship.
Hey.
Got Phil Spencer, speaking of the devil, coming in, saying that he sees, quote, Elder Scrolls as an Xbox exclusive. Elder Scrolls 6 as an Xbox exclusive. The Skyrim sequel as an Xbox. Hey, they purchased Bethesda, you know. I guess it's their right to be like, I saw a piece of the pie right there. Nobody getting that piece of pie but us. I know what's going on the PC, you move over here, but it's Xbox only.
Damn.
What you got to say about that? Are you much of an Elder Scrolls guy?
I mean, I haven't touched the series, dude.
For sure, I'm not that much into it myself, but put Skyrim on everything available. Fucking Alexa's got Skyrim. Like, I fucking know.
Damn.
And what known shitbag and CEO of Activision Blizzard claimed that it's claimed now that he knew about the company's wide sexual harassment and did nothing. So yeah, Bobby Kotick, big piece of shit. Microsoft has acquisitioned the shit. They haven't said what his fate is after they fully take over in a year's time. But it's why the fuck would they keep him on? The fool's a PR disaster.
Fucking guy's out of here. This guy stinks.
We'll keep him on until we take over, and then he's out of here. But yeah, that's basically all I got for news. A bunch of dated shit. Oh well, I guess I'll end with this one. For Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 have been delisted from stores, dude.
Yep.
Ooh wee Bob. Well, that's fucked up. I'm glad I bought that shit long ago, but that just sucks for everybody who doesn't, dude. Because those are good games right there.
Yeah, you better have that trilogy.
I got all the games, dude. I got all the Metal Gear games, dude. I got all them shits. Well,
Yeah.
take them from my cold, dead hard drive, even though they might.
Hey.
Konami's motherfuckers. They might be able to do that shit for all I know.
Bitch. So I gotta get physical.
Get physical. Oh, man, you're gonna run out of physical fucking space, though, is my only issue, dude. There will be a time where, like, I can't buy another bookshelf. I can't buy another drawer to put all my games in. That's the only objection I have to physical.
Yeah, it is a hassle. But keep them forever, as long as you don't scratch them.
Don't scratch them. And I mean, forever is a little bit, a little loose. There's, 100 years is
Yeah,
like
it's an exaggeration.
considered the max on.
Right.
So don't live to 120 with your games. But other than that, that's what I got for news. Hopefully, with the news you have is newer than what I got.
News. I thought it was kind of weird that Erza Miller got arrested again, and he's.
What is with that guy?
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that fool. Like I can't imagine why he has so many opportunities to continue performing as an actor, whether it be in the Fantastic Beasts series or franchise, or in the Flash potential franchise. But My word, can you imagine fumbling the bag that hard, dude? All you gotta do.
I don't know, man. I don't know what he did the first time. I think he beat a
He
woman.
choked.
He choked a woman at a
This
bar.
time he threw a chair at a fucking bystander because it's his birthday or some shit. He didn't want to close.
Man, you're just playing. You're known for Flash. That's what you're known for.
Yeah.
You're known for Flash.
The DC Peter
I don't
Parker.
know why the fuck you got these bridges that think you're like. You think you're fucking Timothy Chalamet for some fucking reason or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. It's
Which even Timothy Chalamet wouldn't get away with this shit.
Hell no. But just quickly, just like, it just made me go like, what the fuck's this guy's problem and why does he have so many fucking chances? But hey, you know how that shit is. Sons of the Forest 2. I mean, Sons of the Forest is the sequel to The Forest, but it's been delayed till October 2022, so not too bad, but if it's delayed on PC, it might be delayed as a port.
Yeah, that's the thing. It was a PC game, and like the unfortunate thing is like there's tons of games on PC that I like play on console now, but like Maximum Action is one of them. But it's like that game it literally isn't in 1.0 yet on PC, and it's like you bet your sweet ass that until it hits 1.0, there's no chance outside of like years of development, and like I'm talking like 3 years. That shit's coming, and I know Sons of the Forest is like a way bigger game than fucking Maximum Action.
God, dude, I mean I can't wait for this. I want the port, but I mean who knows? It's gonna be a long time until. If we're talking about PS5 potential ports, even if they do it, it's fucked.
Yeah, like I don't know, man. It's just weird because it's like the hope is that they get it there soon, but like the reality is like they might. To get it there faster, they might farm it to somebody else. And the fucked up part is when they farm it to another developer, is that developer might not care about getting it as updated as the PC version is in a timely manner. And it's like, fuck, man. I mean, you know, on one side, it's like I'm glad these games exist, and but they are made on PC, so it's natural that like the easiest port to make of anything is the PC. But it's not fact, man. You know, for us little console boys and gals, dude.
Yeah.
Could be tough getting the respect. No respect at all.
I got no respect of a. Hey, to continue on the video game news, though, GTA, Game Boy Advance.
Game Boy Theft Auto.
Imagine, Game Boy Advance is potentially have been leaked for Nintendo Switch in the future plans. So,
but there's been bad news in the sense that their ports for the N64 ones were shit.
Yeah, dude.
And it's like. I can't wait to play Fusion even in a shittier state.
And who knows what kind of games they launch, but I think it's interesting that they're finally opening it up to like other older fucking consoles and even handheld to the shit. Like I wish they would do that to kind of bring or at least continue the life of some of their franchises that they haven't, I guess brought in newer installments. But
exactly.
Right? Fuck it, dude. Like I hope that they keep doing this shit. Is what it is, dude. I'm gonna move on to other fucking news. Little bit of a Marvel news, little block here, but John Watts, the director of the Spider-Man trilogy in the MCU, he's exiting the Fantastic Four. He got hired on for that. He's like, I'm out. I got superhero fatigue.
I mean, yeah, man. Fuck. Filmmakers have to spend like years with these projects, and it's like, fuck, man. Yeah. How many superhero movies in a row? Fuck.
Shit. Yeah, that's for
probably
sure.
Wants to return to relatively small scale shit.
Yeah, cop car shit. Yeah, hopefully it gets down in it and like whatever the fuck. I mean, if I was in his shoes, I'd be like, how much you guys pay me? I'll do it all. Fuck it. You want me to do 3 of them bitches again? I'll do it again. But hey, respect to the artist or whatever the fuck. I just thought it's interesting. And then next year they kind of fucked around with the schedule of some of the movies.
When's Blade coming? And will there be gore in Blade?
Yeah, I know, dude. Like, I want to see Blade. Now. I want to see Blade, dude. I wish it was October release next year, dude. I hope. But Ant-Man 3 got moved up to February. The Marvels got pushed down to July. I mean, they're mixing some shit up. Who knows if it's like...
Hey, you saw the Eternals. I know we're relating in what you watched and do. You saw the Eternals, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So was that sex scene super necessary to the plot?
No, not exactly. There's a little bit of a self-insert as
God
the
damn
Asian.
it, Chloe Zhao.
Yeah, Chloe Zhao as an Asian female being like, wouldn't it be sexy if the Asian female has sex with the white man? It's like, that's your relationship, Chloe Zhao. Like, I don't have to fucking
So
see
like,
it.
I gotta ask, like, are there multiple angles? Is it one of those sex scenes?
I think
Or
it's
is it
just,
like a
one and
pan
done.
up?
Just
Is it just like a pan up? Or is it one shot?
Yeah, I
Alfonso
think
Cuarón?
it's just one shot.
He's going close, he's
Straight
going
into
wide.
the BP. He's going close. He's going wide. Fucking, it's a lot of work for a sex scene and shit.
Well, I'm like trying to gauge
busted.
it because you got your quotes of this lady being like, "Yo, it was super necessary." I'm like, how fucking necessary are most sex scenes to any movie?
Yeah, and it's pretty. It's interesting because it's.
I feel like the Northman had the most like expertly done because it's like, oh, here it is, and look, we're padding up and we're done with it. Look at that, it's done.
Nice.
It's not like fucking multiple angle cross-faded fucking like,
Right.
oh, look at that. Oh, look at the shapes of these naked humans.
Yeah, I mean, sex in movies is kind of weird, dude. Like sometimes you just gotta show it, and I don't agree with it, but sometimes you like imply it, and I love the implied approach to fucking sex. You like, it's fucking great, dude. Like in the mood of love, they put the shoes under the bed, and in that fucking tradition, usually like when you're sleeping over, you fucking put the shoes under the bed, and then go
or
on
if you're going
to
to the other end of the spectrum, you got Ace in the Hole, where like Kirk Douglas grips a woman's hair and it just fucking cut away from that angle.
Damn.
And you got all you need.
You know what he doing?
You wash the platinum. How about we wash the platinum out of that hair? God damn.
God damn. Old Kirk Douglas, you dirty old dog.
But yeah,
you know how
Applied is the way to go. Is why I say.
Hell yeah. It's more artistic in that sense, but whatever, dude. Next year, obviously, Guardians of the Galaxy was the one project not moved. Still slated for May 5th of next year. But
It's just funny that dude went to DC after Disney booted him, got hired back, got to make his DC movie, and it's like, yeah, I'm coming back in, fuckers. What's up then?
Yeah, dude, it's so fucking weird.
Best of both worlds out of that fuck. That's turning a frown upside down right there.
Shit, dude. He made a movie, and then he got to do an HBO Max series on top of that, dude.
Oh, that's right. Did he direct that whole series?
I mean, he's got to have some kind
I
of...
know he's probably got a stamp on it,
yeah.
producer-wise, but like...
I would imagine. What else does he have to fucking do, right? Why wouldn't you do Peacemaker?
He's gonna make the next Toxic Avenger movie, or go back to Troma. I don't know what he's gonna do.
You never know, dude, but that's what's kind of set. And the final piece I wanted to throw in here was not Marvel related, but the artist, the artist known as Bad Bunny, right? This fucking guy's like
That's not the Dr. Phil lady, right? Because I get those bitches confused.
No, Dr. Phil lady is Bad Baby. Bad Baby spelled with a BH.
Okay, I get those two confused. Bad Bunny is the McDonald's chick, right?
Yeah, the McDonald's dude.
I got my McDonald's. Oh, it's a dude?
It's a dude, yeah.
Okay, I had no idea. I got my own meal at McDonald's.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
I got lettuce I got a Big Mac without lettuce, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, this slap dick got a fucking spin-off series from Sony called El Muerto, and like, I guess he's like this luchador, but at the same time he doesn't have like an extensive history in the comics. I think he's in 2 issues max. And it's like, what the fuck are they, you know what I mean? What the fuck is Sony doing over there? It's just,
they don't know what they're doing. Do you remember those emails that leaked years ago? They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Fucking talking about Aunt May movies, dude. Like, yeah, they don't know what the fuck
is that movie gonna be?
She was a spy.
Peter just told me he's Spider-Man.
She's just wailing all fucking Jesus.
Listen, I imagine you can make that movie, but you need to put somebody that can do fucking character studies in the movie and do something interesting with that shit.
For sure, dude. But hey, that's my section news. We gotta move on to the movie pick.
Oh, it's the movie pick. I believe the movies. I went against the rules, dude. I broke the rules this time, and I'm like, I picked 2 movies, dude, technically, but I picked one, like, featuring, so it's Branded to Kill, featuring Youth of the Beast,
right,
by a Japanese filmmaker by the name of Seigen Suzuki.
Yeah.
That's how I pronounce his name.
And put some respect on his name. This motherfucker is
He's
a
fucking
goddamn
crazy.
legend, dude. This fucking guy don't fuck around.
Should we start with Youth of the Beast?
Yeah, well the supplementary pick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a fucking scene in this movie where like a dude's like he's got a woman basically enslaved by drugs.
Yeah.
And he like there's like a sequence where like he throws does he throw the drugs down the stairs? Because there's this weird crossfade where he's like skipping with the drugs, and it's like, fuck, man. He plays with color in. He plays with color in different ways than Akira Kurosawa, but the passion, the equal passion, is still there because he pulls some black and white shit obviously in the next movie, but like the dude loves playing with his color, clearly.
For sure, dude.
And like it wasn't part of our review here, but Tokyo Drifter is another. I believe it's smack dab in between these two films. That's just like it's equally fucking surreal and like and colorful and fucking just like bizarre.
Right. And in this time in this fool's career, he was a hired gun in the sense where
he was like, just make a fucking Yakuza film, fucker.
Right. And they weren't even considered like, I guess, like top of the line elite kind of movies, right? They're more like B-side movies. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair to say.
Right, and like that.
You see that in Youth of the Beast a lot, where it's just like,
yeah.
Let's just torture this guy. Let's hang him on the chandelier over here. Fucking Christ.
Fucking yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but you go on?
No, just with Youth of the Beast, dude. Obviously the fucking it says it's based on a novel. I mean, I'm sorry if I butcher this, but
no, we don't speak Japanese.
Yeah, Heiken Uchida. So it's not even like an original, I guess, idea. Like the motherfucker is just like a bookworm and like, hey, like this shit sounds kind of dope. Let's turn it into a movie.
It's got one of my like favorite plots, which Brick kind of steals this plot in a lot of ways. Where it's
Brick?
Just, well, yeah. Let me break it down for you though, in the sense that there's an outsider who comes in and kind of pins two sides against each other. In a way, and he kind of fucking watches them in a revenge plot. Almost kind of like makes them fight in each other and kind of like drains their power, so to speak, and gets to the bottom of a mystery.
Damn.
So like it's one of those movies in the sense where it's like fuck, man, it's just so uniquely put together, and you got this like side story with this guy who's a fucking assassin whose mother was a whore, and he doesn't like people bringing that up.
Oh,
like,
shit.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like, I don't know, man. There's just like so many good details, and it's just fucking it's a wacky magnum opus, I would say, like right. Youth of the Beast, and it's fucking crazy, dude.
Youth of the Beast is the fucking dude going undercover essentially and kind of going into the system and disrupting as much as he can. Yeah,
just to get to the bottom of who
a revenge flick?
Who executed his mentor, I believe.
Right, revenge, right, yeah. And it's a little different from the next one that we'll talk about, but it's fuck, dude. Like
same actor though. Yoshida. I don't want to butcher him.
Like chipmunk cheeks.
Chipmunk cheeks. Yeah. I like that. I'm not the only one that noticed, dude. He has very notable cheeks. No, not those cheeks. The face cheeks.
Yeah. If like that shit's tough, dude. Like you would think as an actor, like. A lot of
you want to have like more Western driven shit. It's always like the strong jaw, dude.
Yeah.
No, nothing, no fat hanging off the thing.
Yeah.
But with Japanese, they don't give a fuck. They're just like, no, dude. They're like, I kind of like the facial features of this guy. It's like he can kind of like, when he needs to, he can kind of like facet this vulnerability that will only like draw you more into the character and shit.
Right. You'll have to observe what the character is doing with like the physicality of the character or even just like, well, what is the character trying to emote with the eyes, you know?
Exactly.
Because it's limited. You can't do like the facial features, right? But what a set of films that just created more intrigue in that director and his catalog, and goes, okay, dude, Kurosawa isn't the only badass over there, dude.
No. Well, they were coexisting at some point.
Yeah, dude. That's fucking crazy.
That's fucking wild, dude. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, I don't know if you wanted to wrap up on, like, there's so many aspects to fucking Youth of the Beast, dude. It fucking ends with, like, isn't somebody, like, some dying dude, like, I've got a bomb in the trunk, I'm gonna fucking ram it into the fucking boss's front door. Fucking hell, dude.
Shit, dude.
Oh, man.
I don't have too much, like written down on that specific movie. I just kind of went...
Neither do I.
Right, I just went in with that movie with you specifically noting that, hey, the studio didn't like this branded to kill shit.
But they like, make more Youth of the Beast, fucker. And he's like, I'm not making, I already made one. I made him, like, fuck off.
Right, and in terms of both movies, I have to say, dude, I think Branded to Kill is the more interesting one.
Oh,
dude.
yeah, definitely. Without a doubt, dude. He just makes so many fucking Hail Marys. I've never seen a movie with so many Hail Marys.
Bro, that shit was fucking crazy as hell, dude.
So should we move it into Branded to Kill?
Yeah,
listen,
we can move in.
Youth of the Beast, fucking watch it. It's fucking dope. Watch it. I would almost say watch it in the same fast so you can appreciate how different Branded to Kill is.
How you say his name?
Seigen Suzuki is how I pronounce it.
And Youth of the Beast is year what?
Ah, fuck. Let me see if I got the year on here. I'm normally dope about that shit, but I might have fucked it up.
Because Branded to Kill is 1967.
I believe it would have been 65 then. It would have been a couple years prior, at the very least.
It's for making bangers in the 60s, dude.
Yeah,
and having fun with the camera, too, dude.
Yeah, man. I don't know where he found that fucking club where it's like a glass... It's like a glass floor, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or maybe he just... it was like a... I don't know. It was just... I remember being designed in a very certain way where it's like... Fuck, man. That's like... I don't know. Apparently that's Tokyo, too, in the 60s. Where it's like the total opposite of what you think of when you see Tokyo. In terms of, like, very Las Vegas almost. Like there's... Or Times Square almost, where there's fucking screens everywhere. And it's really technologically savvy as opposed to, like, this movie, which is, like... It almost like he went to the slums of Japan, if they're even a thing.
Right.
Right? You know? But, like, it's pretty interesting, man. To say the least. Japanese filmmakers killing it.
They're definitely killing it. They know what they're doing in the world of cinema. Hey, they can move the fucking needle. No problem, dude. It ain't just American directors, because that's what theaters are filled with, dude. Just American movies. They have the most money to put out their shit.
It's that people don't... What it comes down to, and it's tragic to say, is that people don't like to read, dude. People don't like to read subtitles. They don't like to... They feel like it draws too much away from, like, the picture. Which I can sympathize with in some ways, but at the same time, it's like, do you really want... It goes back to the dub conversation. Do you really want some like, poor American performance over this very serious performance? It's like that Squid Game shit. It's like, just go on Netflix right now, watch Squid Game with just the Korean performance, and then watch it with the dubbed, and, like, you'll know what I mean when I say, like, there's some emotional performances on that shit that get kind of lost when it's some dumb American say, "Oh God, why is this happening?" in, like, a very, like, stilted way. Like, it just takes so much away from, like, the emotion of the scene. And it's like, I can sympathize with missing the cinematography, but you lose so much more when you have some American stand-in there voicing over the whole thing. I don't know. That's how I feel. I'm very deadlocked in my subs versus dubbed argument.
Yeah, I mean, I've been free. Like, I'm willing to do both, but, like, the way you argue it, it makes it seem like, hey, there's a lot of performance that you're missing out if you just go American, you know, or you go subs, bro. And it's like, you know, I respect that shit. You know what I mean? For sure. Like a physical, like a live action kind of piece of visual storytelling. Like, hey, let's dig into this performance that they're giving, but like something like DBZ. Sometimes they're gonna be like, all right, let's just throw on the fucking dubs, dude. Like,
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? But there's
you want to process what's going on faster.
Yeah,
like, I can. That's why I'm not like, you know, fucking hardcore subs. It's like I get why people use dubs. Like, there's a practical reason. Right. It's just I personally, if it's just me, like I gotta go subs.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyways, but you want to move on to Branded to Kill?
Hey, let's go. I mean, I like I said, Youth of the Beast. Like, we follow a guy named Joe, right? He's making his name for himself. He's like in the Yakuza shit. He's fucking, you know, he's trying, like we talked about, revenge flick, and I think it's a real interesting story.
Namoto Enterprises. He tries to infiltrate.
Namoto Enterprises.
And the Sanko family.
The first time you watched it, did you know he was like, "Oh, this motherfucker's undercover"?
No, you know, the first time I watched it, like, I had to watch these movies multiple times, like The Departed, shit like this, because, like, they go so fast. Like, even this one, it's, like, keeping up with all the names, like, the Nomoto family, the mystery involved, the uncle family, like, keeping them all, like, straight in your head, because, like, there are multiple scenes of tension in this movie where it's, like, are you fucking working for the other side kind of thing? It's
right.
Like, and, like, I don't know, man, it's just... It's just very well put together, dude. It's very well put together, and I'm like, part of me is like, yeah, I'm glad, the studio wanted more of these, but it's like, it's this. Hideo Suzuki couldn't be held back by making The Departed 2 or whatever the fuck,
Sure.
So, I don't know, it's just wild, dude. It's wild to see a filmmaker evolve despite the big businessmen, like, of Toho being like, yo, make more of them, come on now. Make more of that shit that makes money.
Yeah, imagine Japan's version of Hollywood, like what those execs like, you know what I mean? Fuck.
Everybody's familiar with that Toho thing. You've seen it at the beginning of every Akira Kurosawa film.
Shit, dude.
Every Godzilla film. Dude. There they are.
There they are again. But, what a director, what a collection of work this guy was able to produce. A fucking legend that should be known as much as Kurosawa is, like, this guy did some shit, bro, like, straight up. He didn't do no Seven Samurai where America just kind of took that and did, their bullshit ass.
Can you imagine America trying to adapt to Kill?
God damn. Hey, Spike Lee joined, dude.
Fuck that shit. Man, Spike Lee's dead to me after fucking Old Boy.
Fucking Spike Lee, dude. No, it's Brandon to Kill, dude.
Fucking. So our thoughts, the only thought I have is it's a gorgeous, batshit crazy film that plays like a cartoon and a psychological thriller, sometimes at the same time. And that's not all I have to say about the film, but that's like the fucking thought I have going into talking about it. Because I just think of the pipe sequence where he sticks his gun in a pipe. And the bullet just fucking curves all the way up. I don't know. That's my opening gambit for Brandon to Kill. What'd you think overall?
No, yeah, like they have this kind of surreal tone to them, where like they have fun with it, dude. It's not too focused on like, hey, we want to be grounded in realism. Right. We want to.
I've got to be number one.
Yeah, and we follow the story of fucking. Actually, the guy turns out to be number 3, right? Mm-hmm. And he's just kind of working his way up. And what an interesting fucking idea, dude. Where like. You just want to be like the top hitman, like it's fucking leaderboards, dude. You want your KD spread to be higher. No, dude.
He's running into other hitman on the job and shit. It's like, God damn you motherfuckers. And his obsession with rice. Can we talk about that?
Yeah, like obsession or arousal, dude. Like
it's arousal.
It stokes the fires in this fucking guy, dude.
It's like he's throwing women out of the way to smell this rice.
God, man. That fucking what an interesting way to like write a character too. It kind of stands out, dude.
Fucking hell, dude.
Yeah, it's almost like Killer Joe. Isn't that the name of the movie?
Did you watch Killer Joe?
Yeah, we watched it. We talked about it. I watched it. I told you about it.
Oh, fucking, but yeah.
Because you were like, hey, bro, watch this fucking shit. Like,
watch it with the fam.
Say less. I gathered the fam. We sat down in the living room. I cooked up some popcorn, dude.
And some fried chicken.
And some fried chicken. Specifically for the third act, dude.
Fucking hell. Emil Hirsch went from Into the Wild to that, dude. I don't know how the fucking actor does it, dude.
Damn.
But anyways.
Speed racer.
That's our little speed racer.
Our little speed boy. Fucking hell, dude. But there's a lot of interesting cuts and I think a lot of edits. And it starts with the plane in the credits, no? Brandon to Kill?
Playing in the credits?
Yeah, there's like a...
An airplane?
Yeah. Like it has an interesting kind of way to introduce the fucking movie, and it's not just like straight credits and we roll into it. If I remember correctly.
I think so. I think you're right.
Right, and I think we start to follow the mysterious number 1 right off the bat. No. Like so, it's where it's alluded to.
I think he's alluded to it. He only comes into the play like closer to the third act, I think, where he's like directly interfacing with the fucking
playing cat and mouse basically with this fucking
hell.
guy.
He's like on the phone with him, like we can sleep in shifts.
That guy's having a blast, dude.
Fucking hell. Oh yeah, This movie's so fun, dude.
Yeah, it's fun.
I know we're not doing it any justice right now.
Hey, I mean,
it's hard to do a fucking movie this surreal justice and just talking about it.
For sure, dude. And again, like the story of a hitman just kind of trying to, like for just wants just a reputation. I don't think he even wants validation, dude. He just wants to be called number one.
Yeah, man, he's got a very shallow outlook on it, where it's just like it's a goal in his mind, and it's not a goal that's gonna bring him any like gain in any kind of fashion, but he just wants it for the stature.
Yeah, goes through hell and back just to fucking get this, dude.
Fucking eating and sleeping in shifts and shit.
Fuck.
Getting fucking lit up ever so closely in the meantime.
Dude, it was hella weird how like he would kind of go back and forth with let's say the girl that was like I guess overly obsessed with him, and then that other girl that's a little more
kind
toxic,
of more aloof and kind of like you know what I mean, like
yeah, I guess
I don't want you, kind of like like, but like he's chasing her like in that,
yeah,
much like he chases the number one spot, like
right, for sure, and it's such an interesting fucking like I guess set of characters between those two set of women, because one is obsessed with butterflies and shit, and it's like. She's not gothic, dude, but it's kind of like
it's that same speed, you know what I mean? Where it's just like she's kind of I don't know, with I guess emotionally, maybe emotionally unavailable is what it is. Where it's just like she's like she's operating on a different playing field, and like she more or less welcomes death in regards to her body language and how she like acts and whatnot.
She's hella interesting, dude. She's hella fucking interesting. I love that fucking character. I love the portrayal of it, dude. I love the it's almost like she's dancing between the fine line between life and death, and she's like doesn't care where she falls, dude.
Exactly.
And I want to see like obviously it's that same actor from the previous movie we talked about, right? Coming into this one with the different fucking twist. You're not a hero. You're not a revenge guy. It's almost like it's based on this ego. It's based on this narcissism. I want to have what I want to have kind of shit. And having that whole interaction with that lady, like let's say that's aloof. Not only is it interesting, but like visually too, dude.
Yeah, every time they're on screen, in the rain, like
the transition, dude. Is that what you're talking about?
I'm talking about them in the rain. Just like I believe they're making out. Or they're like in the throes of making out, and it's just like this harsh rain coming down, and like there's almost noir backdrop to it.
Right.
It's like harsh these harsh lights and shadows and whatnot.
That's not the one where like let's say they start to make love and then the rain comes in and then it transitions.
It might be. It might be what I am. Like it's
fucking sweet, dude.
Fucking hell, man! It's just this movie's too good. It's too good. I would love to be a fly on the wall as a Japanese Toho movie exec watches this for the first time.
Damn.
Can you imagine?
Hey, cause the ending too, dude. Like it's not like it's a Hollywood ending.
Yeah, it's not a fucking explosive fucking. They fight and like there's exploding shit going around and whatnot. It's just. He's not number uno anymore.
He's not. And what a twist too in like that whole movie. I think it turns out to be that girl kind of like she's aloof, but she also kind of wants to kill him.
Right. There's like a tension between them two. Yeah.
Yeah, and the same thing for the first girl he starts to interact with where the rice arouses him.
Is that the second girl or the first girl that has a shot with the keyhole where he's like spying on her almost a little bit?
I want to say it's the second. It's the aloof one.
Right.
It has to be, dude. It has to be because the curiosity there. Like
they're like rooming together at some point, and it's like...
Yeah, and he's just like Emma. Dude's a dog. Dude's a fucking dog, dude.
Dog.
And that's a bone he's trying to
needs his rice to tame him, dude.
He needs his rice, dude. But dude, like I just can't. Yeah, like the shoot up the pipe for sure. It's just I left that as a question mark because I'm like, what the fuck, dude? What happened here? But you gotta love it, dude. Like it's just, I feel like this guy gets it in terms of like trying to make a movie and trying to have something that's kind of fun. And dude, like even though you assigned two, they're both 90 minutes apiece. And I'm sure you brought it up last time, dude. But like 90 minutes apiece, and like yo, we're on bullet time in terms of this fucking. I mean, bullet speed in terms of this
So the plot.
plot and story. Yeah, and
I
like,
mean, what plot in Predator?
damn, dude. You know, it's a hell of a fucking run, dude. I can't imagine this dude.
There's that fucking sequence on the dock or like the oil thing where he's like got a pulley system with his car or some shit. You remember that? He's fucking like shooting people. Fuck, man.
Oh.
I don't know how you come up with these sequences.
Fuck. I think was it where the barrel pokes out of the fucking lighter sign, and I think that's when we're talking about the shooting.
Oh,
up the
that's
pipe.
right. Yeah, he's got
Yeah.
like there's a lighter sign. It's just him with a rifle.
It's fucking like you gotta appreciate how this guy, I guess, approaches some of this shit with a lot of wides too. You know, it's not too many. There are close-ups in the shit, but I love the use of wides and then the use of dollies on top of that too. It almost feels like what's that fucker's name? Wes Anderson. You know?
Like, it's very symmetrical and like push-ins and whatnot, like or like pan, not only pans but like dollies on, and it's like we're gonna go through the 2D representation of this house kind of thing.
Yeah, it's hella dope, dude. I can't imagine like being upset with that guy and then cutting ties with that guy, and that guy went on to have an illustrious career afterwards. No, I mean
He's on the
right?
fucking Criterion collection now, so it's like people are aware of the man. So it's not like
so it's a little after the fact. It wasn't like in the present time, like, hey, this motherfucker can work.
I imagine people were like aware of him, but it's just like, you know, you have Toho. I imagine they really felt a little burned by Brandon to Kill, and they might have tried to. Maybe I don't know if there's a Toho equivalent of Blacklist like there is in Hollywood, but like you know, I don't know if they like they felt really burned by this black and white fucking surreal experience they put together. You know, when they wanted a fucking Yakuza crime drama.
Yeah.
From a guy,
right? Which was the first one, right? It involved a lot of the Yakuza, and like that lends into like a lot of the intrigue and the success that it had around those like executives or those people who had the fucking money to produce this shit. But fuck, dude, like I said, I just can't help but think this one was a lot different, even with the use of not animation or graphics, dude, but like it's, you know what I mean? Like what was it, like birds or like rain?
Like fake looking birds, but purposely fake looking birds, but like, and purposely like milky rain, like, you know what I mean? Milk doesn't look that, or rain doesn't look that clear when it comes down. Dude. It's fucking, you know, it's, but like, yeah, utilizing like very heightened reality shit for his to get his image across. Like that dude, Seigen, Mr. Suzuki comes correct with that shit.
Shit, dude. Shoot, there's a lot of shots, dude. Like I guess there's this shot where it's like out of the window shot and it kind of breaks like the 180 where it just kind of slides across. But I don't know if it can break the 180 if we're not in front of a person. You know, we're just going like from environment.
Maybe
you know?
I'm naive here, but I don't feel like you can break the 180 in a oneer.
No.
Maybe it's just me. Maybe like that's a rule I've adopted as wrongly, but it's like if you can like turn the camera like 180 and like turn what's around you, like I don't think that breaks the. I think it's specifically regarded to the cut. If you cut and you're like the opposite side of it can be a little jarring.
Like a reverse shot.
Yeah, some actors or some directors will use that to their advantage. Like the most notable example is The Shining, the bathroom scene where he just like cuts to the opposite end of their conversation there. In that red bathroom, and it just kind of like it puts some like eerie tension onto the scene.
Oh, right.
Whereas like doing it within the same take, kind of like I don't know, it's, you know what I mean. I feel like there's a lot of movies that will pull a 180, like in a oneer, and it's like it doesn't feel as jarring as it would, versus like the cut.
Sure.
I don't know. You know, I might be talking out of my ass myself. It's been a while since film school. Shit.
Hey, you know what I mean? This shit. Like I said, I'm just telling you, like there's a lot of shots, dude. There's a lot of lighting that he does well with. And obviously we talked about some of the color in the previous one. Like you know, this dude is a fucking weapon as a director. You know, absolute dude. Like it almost feels like if Tarantino had to watch anybody, like, you know, it had to be something like this.
Yeah, that's what I mean, dude. I get a lot of like, you know, it might not be the most dominant influences in his movies, but it's got to be somewhat there,
Right.
because it's like you've got all these strange artistic decisions, artistic flares, like these
Right.
use of colors and like these specific camera moves, and it's like I imagine there's something, you know, past all the spaghetti westerns. There's got to be a little Suzuki in Tarantino films,
Right.
you know, because he is a man of the world with regard to cinema.
For sure. And I think you brought this up years ago, but like when you first watched Django, you would always say like, "Hey, dude, like that shot where I think he shoots one of the people, and then the blood splatters like on like I think the flowers or the foliage nearby, like in the field and shit. You know, like it was like symbolic, and it felt like that fucking shot alone was, you know, something out of I guess out of substance, as opposed to something more like where it's kind of like a style, like a reference kind of thing. You know, not that reference more style than the substance, dude.
Well, that shot has a story of its own, which is just like,
Yeah,
hey,
dude.
you know, slavery is a
Loaded.
fucking blood trade,
Right?
essentially.
Yeah, and it's hella it's just wild, dude. Like, and it's just one shot in this long ass fucking movie, dude. But whatever, dude. Like I said, it's something that you brought up years ago that I always fucking, you know, I always thought about when I would rewatch that movie and go like, fuck, dude, like this dude, like, you know what I mean? It's not just this like cool of provocative kind of shot, I guess, you know, like, you know, there's some thought behind it, you know, and that's what's interesting about directors, dude. Like, they're not shooting from the hip, dude. Like, you know, sometimes
It definitely looks like it sometimes.
Yeah, but like that's
It's just like, how do they fucking come up with it? I think, you know, there's too much planning that goes into a shoot, where it's just like, there are some shots that got to be spur of the moment. There are others that like you got to plan for it, and I feel like the most you'd be better off betting against the ones that took a little while to put together than the ones that are just like spur of the moment. You know what I mean? Like they're like, I don't know. There's more often than not there's a plan, even if it's just in the director's head, so it doesn't like seem like a plan to anyone else around him.
Yeah.
It's just like, set the camera up there. Why the fuck would I just set it up there? Well, you know, I'll explain later.
Right. Like there's shit that I'm still learning. Like even the Lion King, dude. Like I was watching, like I think Your Movie Sucks. That dude, that YouTuber, breaking that shit down. Specific scene where Simba watches Mufasa die. Right. And I've never noticed it as a kid, but the shot starts with like the fucking close up of Simba's eye and starts to pull out as Simba, like, you know, is around this fucking rocky environment. Can't do shit about his paw, you know, and it's just like the idea is that specific shot pulling out is like, yo, it's a memory that's gonna be burned into Simba's fucking eye and his mind's eye, and it's just completely gonna torture him moving forward. And it's like, god damn, dude, that's just one scene, one shot, dude, one shot in this fucking scene, in this series of fucking scenes, right, in this whole full feature. And it, like, again, dude, it's just people putting on master classes, you know, people putting on, like, you know, like they're artists, dude, and like I have no other shit to say other than that these motherfuckers are at the top of their fucking class. You know, they not only did they do their homework, but they're trying to bring some new shit to the game. They're trying to fuck up the shit, you know what I mean? And can't help but appreciate that, dude. I don't know. That's true artistry, bro. Straight up. Like, you hear about like a bassist named Yako played like fucking 5-string, 6-string bass, fretless, meaning like there's no little bars in the middle of the shit, dude. And it's shit like that, dude. This shit like that where artists are just like, hey, fuck it, dude. I'm just trying to push and go in a different direction and like see where the cards may fall or whatever the fuck. But you know, it's just like that bold fucking confident direction in an artist that, like, I don't know, dude. It's almost like timeless, dude. You know what I'm saying?
But
Yeah, that's the truism, you do.
I got nothing to add there, dude. That's just the perfect way to end this. But yeah, man, Branded to Kill, Youth of the Beast. If you can, see Tokyo Drifter too. Tokyo Drifter is the only other one of his I've seen, but it's fucking amazing, dude. It's amazing. It's surreal. It's visceral in certain ways, dude. And it's like, that's what Seiji Suzuki is all about in the schemes of films I've seen him make.
This fucker goes negative film too on this fucking movie, no?
I believe
like he plays with shit, dude, and
Yeah,
plays
he
with
does.
color and like, yo,
he's wild, dude. He's a wild man, dude.
right? And again, 90 fucking minutes, dude. Like, I can't go to the theaters today and watch a movie that's as fucking to the point, and I guess as creative and bold in that direction. And that's I don't know, dude. Like I get the argument and the complaint with Marvel, and like, yo, like I'm as sick and tired of some of the shit that they're pumping out as anyone else, and it's so refreshing that you can kind of pull back into the archive of film and go, hey, dude, this and like, look, Branded to Kill, hey, free to watch. It's the Internet Archive, free. Go fucking watch it, no charge, dude. Like, god damn.
Where'd you watch it?
Huh?
Just anywhere?
Yeah, it was just like
it's
an
just
Internet
there.
Archive. Yeah, it's
Fucking
just
hell.
full fucking movie at your disposal. 90 minutes straight up.
That's how it should be, dude. I feel like the copyright rule should be if the shit song, if the movie game is older than 40 years, it should be free, dude. Honestly.
Isn't there like a
there is a
Library
rule,
of Congress or something like that
there is
where
a
you can
rule,
preserve shit?
There is a I know I forget how long it is for copyright. I think it's like 70 years or some wild shit.
Damn.
But it's like assuming they don't re-up the license, it should like become public domain shit, and you should be able to like do whatever you want with it. But I don't know. I imagine that's separate to what you're talking about here.
Yeah, and you know, like it's just that idea of like preserving shit. Like it's like when you talked about sending shit out to space, right? And you send out like Earth's culture, and like you put out songs and you put out movies, and like that idea of like preserving some of the most like classic hits that humanity has to offer, and like having it available like that, it's fucking crazy.
Just make sure it's not all violent, is all I'm saying, because like they're gonna draw some. Those aliens are gonna draw some comparisons.
No,
for
sure.
All they know is fucking and stabbing each other.
They just keep killing each other. But this movie, like obviously, you know, before we end it real quick, it takes a turn, dude. He's with the number one, and he's kind of, I don't even, like, it's not like he's his...
climactic sequence in a boxing ring, only it's different than a lot of the boxing movies you've seen.
Right.
In the sense that, like he essentially gets a little outsmarted, I would say.
Right. Number three. Right? Number three
Indeed.
getting outsmarted? Yeah. And the number one guy, like, he's just kind of cool, calm, and collective, and almost like feels like he's ahead of him by 2 fucking moves, kind of thing. Just constantly ahead of him.
Yeah, dude, he plays with him for like the last, I want to say 20-30 minutes of this film.
Right. In a movie where you constantly see this character rise above all the obstacles, and he's triumphing, you know, in these first, like, let's say these first 2 acts, and then shit starts to, like, you know, shit starts to come to a head with the number one, and like you no longer see number 3, you know, as easily rising to the occasion as he was before.
Exactly. But man,
it's a dark ass ending too, dude.
It's a dark ending for such an upbeat movie. It feels like. Motherfucker was his dry sniffing days are over, dude.
Fuck, dude.
Oh shit. Yeah, but that's I don't know if you had anything to add about these 2 films, dude.
I mean, it's a hell of a lot going on in this shit. We talked about you know, the dark end and everything. The birds in the rain and the butterflies animations. That's what we talked about earlier too. It's weird that he kind of goes back to that toxic girl like early on, but I mean, it seems like he's an obsessive kind of guy. That's why he's chasing number one and stuff. It's a different character, you know. You appreciate it. It's not, you know, it's not cookie cutter kind of fucking character. It took a lot of like little weird quirks in this fucking person to stand out in terms of like other characters we've seen before, which again goes back to everybody who worked on that whole fucking thing. You know, completely just, you know, applauding them, hats off. You know, like I said, Japanese cinema ain't nothing to sneeze at, dude. Go check those fools out. Like they love cinema as much as anybody too, dude. It's not like they're even gonna smell their own farts kind of thing. You know, like they're big fucking fans, dude.
Yeah, there's just 2 pieces of trivia to add to this. The film was edited, believe it or not, in 1 day, which, fuck, man.
Edited in 1 day?
I bullshit you not.
The fuck?
Suzuki's a wild man, dude.
God damn, this production line, dude.
Suzuki's a fucking madman. That's all we have to go on. And according to Anu Marie, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, she was attracted to the role of Masako, the aloof woman, because she was going through suicidal depression throughout the filming.
Oh shit!
So it's like she was able to bring a visceral realness to the fucking role, which is like, fuck, man. I don't. That's lightning in a bottle right there. You can't fool somebody into being a suicidal depression, like unless you're fucking Kubrick and you jerry rig real life scenarios to fucking you throw pigeons at your fucking actress
Jesus
without telling her. Fucking hell, dude.
Fucking hell.
Oh, but fuck, man. Yeah, see those films. See fucking Tokyo Drifter if you can. I'm talking to you and the audience because that's another one of his good films there. But yeah, that was. I don't know if you have anything else to top it off with. Or...
No, I vouch for what you just fucking said, dude. Straight up, like I didn't know shit going into this or this director. You know, like I dabbled in a couple of classes that just like gave you like the general gist of like world cinema, and like I feel like this in Japanese cinema is a little deeper than like let's say Kurosawa. That's why it's like, oh, what a not only a pleasant surprise, but again,
it makes you wonder what else is out there. Like is there another Suzuki out there that's fucking weirdo? Yeah, that's doing other shit.
For sure, dude. Straight up, for sure. And like, and a dude that I'm sure influenced a lot of the directors that are working today, dude. Like, just top notch shit, dude. I mean, I can't even like, yeah. I mean, motherfuckers know how to do shit. Like, they're badass, dude. They know how to make movies. They know how to make anime. They know how to make food. Like.
I love the chain, dude.
Yeah.
It makes it a shame that the birth rate is in such disarray over there.
It's tough to see that shit from this side, where like a lot of people are like just dealing with a lot of that shit. It's like what can you do?
Part of it's like the work life. Part of it's just like they're just socially inept over there, which I sympathize with entirely.
Hey, when you got pennies coming out of vending machine, I mean, it's gonna be tough, dude.
For sure. Hey, they got the cinema on lock at the very least.
That's for sure, dude. Alright, so moving on to our video game pick, we had Psi-Ops, a Mindgate Conspiracy.
Yeah. I believe sixth or 7th generation? Xbox, GameCube, and PS2 era? Era shit right here.
What was it? 2004 release.
Yeah, released June 14th, 2004 by Midway Games. Shit.
Hey, Midway Games ain't nothing to sneeze at.
They've been killing it. They've been killing it, especially in this era. This particular era of games.
Yeah.
But yeah, this fucking game, dude. So we were getting into a time when games were kind of entering a more physics-based arena, just because they had the computing power for it now. Like you got ragdoll physics in like Hitman 2, Silent Assassin and shit, and now you got a game that can fully demonstrate like telekinesis powers, and it's really fucking interesting. And I don't know. It's also in that era of games where like every game from this generation seemed to start with a CGI cutscene. You know what I mean? A very cinematic CGI cutscene, and like it's
thanks Metal Gear.
Thanks motherfuckers. We got fucking bullshotted because of you. But yeah, the game is just I don't know. It starts out with like there's like a civil war going on between. Like telekinetic people, if I'm not mistaken, right? Telekinetic people and corporations, so to speak.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just got a very like I don't. That's another thing about this generation. Corporations are always the villains in this generation, going as far back as like Max Payne, even.
Corporations and military, dude.
Right, because we got a plot where like Nick Scryer, our protagonist, is like captured and put into solitary confinement, and he meets this woman named Sarah Blake for the first time, like a double agent working inside the movement of Mindgate, which is like these superpowered folks that like they capture other superpowered folks and kind of try to merge them into their movement, so to speak. And she gives him a pistol and tells him to meet her in the supply room. She lets him out of his cell when she meets Nick and she gives him a key card with a quick shot to like regain his memories, and then we get a first of our like 8 different tutorial sequences where like I forget I know his name is on here, but he's the big black guy who's in a suit with a purple tie.
Oh, what the fuck? I got his name down here for sure. Is it Edgar Bennett?
I believe it is Edgar Bennett, and he's always in a new. You get a sense just from his hair that time passes. He's like got an afro at some point. He's got a flat top. He'll be always like going out for a different kind of food after every.
Shit, never mind. That's not the bad. Edgar Bennett's the bad guy. You're talking about the guy that trains us.
Yes, exactly.
Fuck, but yeah, that's right.
Who's the main henchman for the bad guy?
Oh fuck.
Yeah. But yeah, you kind of see through the years that he's getting different cuts and different. He's like going out for pizza and beers at one point, and it's a whole thing. But he remembers he can use telekinesis, and he uses his card to go through to another room and shuts down the main generators. And he goes through like the building. He remembers remote viewing and goes into the elevator to complete a level. Remote viewing, I believe, is remind me, like it's
you see ahead, no?
You see through the eyes of the enemy, I believe.
I thought you kind of take like the camera and you just kind of pan through the walls and you get to see.
Oh yeah, that's right. You get like a see-through vision there. Then you go through an elevator. You go through a few rooms, killing a few guards, and I don't know. Maybe it was just because I used a shit controller for the first. Did you have any trouble with the telekinesis in regards to like aiming where you threw people?
I had trouble with some of the I guess like the physics of it. You know how you can kind of keep
waggling the analog stick is basically what I'm talking about here.
Yeah. You know you can raise them.
You can raise them.
You can elevate them and then press the button again and kind of push them to a higher fucking level. You know, or
God
like
damn it, man.
Greater heights. You know.
I don't think I knew that at all.
Yeah, you can manipulate.
I can just throw them into walls a bunch until they die.
It's a bit tricky, but it's also kind of fun to learn.
No, definitely. And then you go through a door. It requires a code. You get in and you see a map. You go through the vents. This is all like still in the Mindgate facility, I believe.
Yeah. Where
Sarah's like helping you escape, and like you find Sarah. She gives you 3 bombs, tells you where to plant them. And when you plant the final one, Joe Leno, like that long-haired Asian gentleman, shows up.
What is it called? What kind of glasses are those?
I don't
circular,
know.
like John Lennon.
I don't know if they're called John Lennon. I know he kind of like popularized them, but I don't. I first saw him in Men in Black at the end of Men in Black when they've got like the new design. You know what I'm saying? At the very end of the first movie, where like he's got the woman who works with dead people. I forget what the name's called.
Oh yeah, that's right. The
what is it called when you fucking work with dead people?
The morgue, right?
The morgue lady, and she's like, they're getting a hot dog, and they have these like strange like button-up get-ups.
That's
right.
And
then like that's where I first saw those glasses. So I'm not certain.
How come the second one they didn't take it in that direction?
Because the second one sucks, and as much as I love Rosario Dawson, and like she's like the bae next door for me, like she, like she couldn't save that movie with all her charisma.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been fun to see her and Will Smith a little back and forth.
Right.
A little Mr. and Mrs. We're getting away from the game, dude.
No, it's like listen, the story of Men in Black is more interesting than the story in this game, but the real shine of this. In this game is the gameplay itself.
The game and the abilities you learn over time.
Exactly.
It's interesting.
I'm still maybe it's because I love telekinesis too much. I feel like telekinesis is never topped, but I like some of the powers that you get. They're very unique. But you get Mind Drain, which is basically take health from somebody and like kill them essentially. Hey, fucking hell.
Make their head go explode, you know.
Man, I have a fucking terrible outline of the story here I'm seeing, because it's just level by level. And like, alright, so for the next level, you start out outside 2 watchtowers. I believe it's the train. The train, a depot, I believe.
Yeah, for sure.
And like...
unfinished business, I think it's called.
Yeah, and you get past these and you turn into a room on the right, then you climb up to the stairs, to a wall.
Yeah.
There you meet Sarah. Sarah, by the way, they fuck with you, because it's like, you know, if you have any knowledge of games in a modern context, you like, this bitch is obviously gonna betray me, but then the game kind of subverts that in a way where it's like they throw like a fucking soap opera storyline at you, where it's like,
she's Gamora or Nebula.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
But yeah, the fucking man. So you get the ID, you make your way to you get the I believe meat puppets. You make a bunch of meat puppets. I don't know if that's a separate power as mind control, but you get these guys to kill a bunch of people for you, and you get access to this gate.
Oh, the mind control shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you learn that ability as you're coming down the sniper tower.
And you go into Edgar Bennett's office. You see Sarah with Luna 1, which I believe is like what's it called? It's like the gauntlet, so to speak, in terms of like it's an item that you're supposed to get to like thwart the bad guys, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. She gives it to you. You go back outside through a maze of fuse boxes. You go to a room where you meet Edgar, who just killed a bunch of people in anger, and like you get like a crazy fucking boss, a 2-part boss battle where like you're in this like furnace room and he's throwing shit at you. You gotta kind of like dodge it, and then you go into the greater train depot area where you're like he's throwing fucking trains at you. And I'm like, this is what I mean when like this is a showcase for like physics in games, because before then it was just like shit blows up and that's it. You shoot, you play an N64 or PlayStation 1, shit will blow up, and that's about the much you get in terms of a physics interaction. Yeah.
Hell of a boss battle too at the end of that level.
Yeah, man, that's fucking. It's the stakes have just been like raised so much, and it's arguably my favorite like sequence of the game in some ways, because I don't feel like it gets as crazy in the physics in terms of like throwing a bunch of big shit at you to display power.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, that is fun. That is one of the most fun boss levels for sure.
Well, yeah, and then you believe you start on a roof of a building inside when you meet Kimoko Jones. She tells you
that's the next level.
Yeah,
I believe assembling the pieces.
I believe that's the big Japanese tower, if I'm not mistaken. Am I getting ahead of myself here? Yeah, I believe it is. So you go to like the because it's the train yard, the Japanese skyscraper, then the temple, right?
Oh yeah, that's right.
So like we start on the roof of the building, and then we're trying to find out some of the general's plan. The general is kind of the big bad. Like Edgar is one of the is his
underlings,
his underling kind of thing, but like the general is like the dude to like to look out for.
He's our white whale.
Exactly. Then soon you get to the shit's and you go through an air vent into an illusion maze, basically, where like shit's repeating.
Yeah, dude.
And it's like, fuck, man, that's like. It's Max Payne has moments like that, but they're very segmented towards the game. So like, it's wild to see like something I thought was only ever a thing in like later games like Batman Arkham Asylum, where like you go through a thing and like shit just very subtly starts to change and like go haywire in a very subtle way, and you really you really don't get a sense of it until you're in a fucking nightmare scenario. Let's say, you go and you go through a graveyard and you fight you basically fight against your own guilt. A bunch of soldiers you killed are coming at you.
That's right.
Wei Lu is kind of like presenting like your guilt, presenting your guilt as a weapon, so to speak. And yeah, man, I had trouble with that sequence. I'm not gonna lie, because it's like you run out of ammo and it's like, well, fuck, I only have so much like power in my mind drain and shit, and it's like, what do I do? And like I was just running around the map trying to get distance between all these fucking Zambambo skeleton people after me and shit.
Fuck, dude.
And eventually you fight Wei Ling in a very like, she turns into like a fucking lizard creature, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, like a 3-snake arm kind of bitch.
And I'm like, what the fuck?
Like Jabba the Hutt too. She kind of like, it's a little grotesque. It's a little fucking. She's
right?
thick.
Yeah, she thick in all the wrong ways.
In all the wrong ways.
Hey, how many women am I gonna run out in the world that got 3 arms and look like a lizard?
Yeah, you know.
Come on now.
You know how it goes.
And then you get pyrokinesis, which is probably the second dopest power, because you just light motherfuckers on fire and shit.
Like the X-Men, dude. Pyro and
right?
motherfucker.
Then the next level, you start at a bridge with an MP2.
Everything we worked for. Collapsed bridge, right?
Right, a collapsed bridge. TK surf over the gap to get to the next room.
Yeah, dude.
You get some
TK surf.
Yeah, man.
Surfing on that TK.
Surfing on that TK. Surfing on that big body. Swerving on. Oh, okay, you get past a huge wall of energy. Oh, I think this is a sequence where you gotta flip all those switches in that like circular.
Oh yeah, dude.
That fuck me, man. It's a cool area, but I fucking died so many times, so many goddamn times.
You and me both. Man.
Fuck that place, dude. It's cool and I love it, but goddamn.
What's interesting is the game kind of forces you to use those abilities, and there's no way around it, dude. There's only one way to kind of solve the puzzle.
Right,
and I appreciate this shit like that.
Yeah, there's no cheating around it kind of thing.
Yeah.
You meet Sarah again, who gives you a key card. You meet Marina Kessler, and the general talking. They spot you, and they get away. And later, you go up to the elevator to meet again. The general leaves, and you fight and kill Marlena. I believe she's the boss where you have to utilize the propane tanks.
Yeah.
The infinitely spawning propane tanks, and man, I had trouble with this boss too. I ain't gonna lie. It's this theme. There's a lot of bosses I run into. I'm like, oh fuck. Right. I gotta utilize these shields that pop up when she's about to do her elite attack and shit.
Yeah, it's definitely a different take with each boss, and I think it made it. I don't know, it stood out because a lot of the games, let's say the Metroid series, that's a game with a lot of fucking bosses. So this shit kind of slipped past me, but growing up, it felt like, holy fuck, dude, this shit really fucking knocks your socks off in terms of the amount of bosses it's thrown at you. It's nothing cheesy. You play games on this console like Halo, and there is no boss, dude. But,
right, there's no boss. You kind of get this was not that it was before bosses, but it was a time when developers were trying to find ways around using a boss every level, so to speak.
Not everybody was Ninja Gaiden, right? Is that what it's
Yeah.
called? Right, make a big deal about the boss.
But yeah,
Marlena, you said?
Yeah, and then from there we go to a temple,
Yeah,
which my least favorite enemies in the game are introduced. I fucking hate these enemies, man. I fucking despise them. I love the idea of introducing new enemies this late in the game, but it's just fuck, man. I fucking hated these enemies.
Yeah, and they're not like physical people with guns. It's just interdimensional.
They'll just mollywop your ass up close, dude. On some real shit.
They don't fuck around.
They're ethereal, dude. They don't give a fuck.
Fucking parasites, dude.
After a short stress of fighting Aurora beasts, you will find Sarah locked in a prison cell. You get locked in yourself, and then a mind control guard to open the door. You both escape. You and Sarah meet on the roof, where she gives you a device that lets you increase your psi energy. Mm-hmm. She's said to attach it on a satellite control to destroy all the Aurora beasts infesting the tower you must travel to. After figuring out how to out the bowl and ball puzzle. Yeah, if you remember that shit.
Yeah.
You fight past the guards and activate the satellite dish, clear the tower, and climb the tower. And I was happy to see the Aurora Beasts go in this level, at least for the time being. You know what I mean?
They're a pain in the ass, dude.
But then from there we start off. I think the last level starts off with a boss battle and ends with a boss battle, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
You fight Nicholas Wrightson. And you basically shoot him he's basically a bunch of TVs.
Yeah.
And you gotta shoot him as he is, and use your powers as so. And pretty interesting boss battle. I'm not gonna lie. One thing I'll say about this level is that there's very few levels or very few games that teach you a bunch of stuff, and then ask you to apply everything you've taught to the last level. And this one, this game definitely checks off that box, because they ask you to use everything. Use your telekinesis, use your Aurora view. There's shit you can't see that will fuck you up. There's landmines everywhere, basically. That's wild shit, man.
Fuck, dude.
And, you proceed through the caves. And you find Sarah kills her twin, and you fight the general in this ultimate fight. The general is the only one left. First, you got a
twin, dude.
First, yeah, they spring that on you. God damn, dude. I'm fuck.
I'm the good one and I'm the bad one.
And then
bullshit.
First you must decay the spinning pillars to destroy them. Then collect the 6 orbs that fell, and use the orbs as weapons against the general. Yeah. I did feel like this boss battle was a little convoluted, just a little bit. You know what I mean? It's because the level had been so clear about use everything you know, and you do use everything you know on this level. It just has a way of not teaching you the combination of things. So you're kind of like shooting in the dark, for lack of a better term,
Right.
until you figure out the pattern in the boss battle, which I guess is not unlike all the boss battles in this game. But I don't know, it saps a little bit about the ending to be like, you got to use this combination of shit to beat this guy, in a sense, you know.
Right.
But in the game's final cutscene, Nick crashes one of the helicopters with telekinesis, and the screen fades to black, and the words "to be continue" appear. Which, hoo-wee, when Spec Ops 2, probably it's dead. It's super dead by now, at least.
Yeah,
hell.
for sure.
Oh man, but yeah, that was Psi-Ops. I fucking enjoyed this game, dude. It got a little rough in the later acts, but they're very specific to me. Like, I'm sure there are some people that like love every part of the Aurora Beast, and it's really the one aspect of like them being introduced so late in the game that I enjoy about them.
Right.
But yeah, I feel like the final boss battle, although convoluted, is better than most like modern boss battles, where it's like they essentially change the game up to the point of either it's quick time events, or you're just shooting a big spongy enemy until it dies, kind of thing. It was
Like
good,
Doom.
yeah, it was a good balance in between like the two, even if it was a little convoluted. So
Right.
I don't want to be entirely down on it, but it was and just in a personal way. Like I don't know, I think it could have been more involved in like just if it's gonna give you like a random order of events to go by, like it should have been just a tiny bit more clear,
Right.
like in its cutscenes and whatnot as to what to do. But I don't know. I'm sure that people are like, "Fucking get good, stupid." Fucking Dark Souls. Just play it a bunch. You'll beat them eventually. I don't know. How'd you feel about the game overall?
I really liked the game. Like growing up, it was fucking. It caught my
Oh, so you
eye.
played this when it came out, or relatively in the same. When did you play it?
Like I feel like I was subscribed to the Xbox magazine or some shit like that. It had to be something like where you get like a demo disc, and I played the.
Oh, you
Psi-Ops
played the demo disc. And you're like, this is sick.
Yeah, it's either a demo disc or it was inside of another game. But just fucking playing that, because you do the little that room where you get to kill the fucking enemies and try out your abilities, and that thing was so addicting to like shoot them, throw them, pick up the ball, fucking throw them up against the wall with the dang ball and splatter them completely, dude. It was such a fun game. It was a wild fucking idea.
It sounds like it was your Hitman 2 for you, because like that my first experience with physics in the game was Hitman 2, where you like double baller somebody and they behave like they got fucking launched in a Robert Rodriguez movie in terms of ragdoll, and I'm like, fuck, man.
Dude, this game this game was definitely like was worth fucking checking out as a youth, and then revisiting it again. Like everything was fucking. Everything is taken with a different perspective. Like, for example, the remote viewing, you have like, right, you can see through the walls and do all the bullshit. Okay, that's awesome. And then when you see like real life, the government applied the same idea and spent significant amount of money on researching things like remote viewing, where someone sits down, let's say like in a room on a chair in front of a desk, give you the coordinates. And then you start to, sketch out what the environment looks like, or what the, like a bird's eye view kind of like sketch, right? Like here's the building, here's the shit. And like, it's so wild. So I love the idea of like the creators kind of taking some of the wild shit that happens in real life. Like the Men Who Stare at Goats.
I've never seen that. I've always wanted to, but I do feel, I have heard it's a little middling. It's not like a revolutionary kind of movie, but it looks interesting.
It's
an entire movie based on like such a wild topic.
Yeah, for sure. It's just a good cast. It's a fun to watch at least one time. Yeah, you're not missing out if you don't want to watch it. You're not interested. No big deal. But it's like George Clooney, Jeff Daniels. Like it's a fucking it's
good
fun,
lineup there.
dude.
Good
lineup. Yeah, Kevin Spacey I think's in that shit too, dude.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, it's just a mix of just like a lot of great fucking actors of that fucking time. So, it's like I said, 2004. What a year! The same year of like Halo 2. We talked about
San Andreas even.
Yeah, dude. We talked about the abilities that you have as the character. The guns that you get is the silencer pistol, machine gun, shotgun, assault rifle, sniper, and then eventually
They were
flamethrower.
really. This is one game where it's like they are kind of supplementary to like your powers. Like you
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
every now and again, and like you'll shotgun somebody and you'll machine gun a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But for the most part, you're throwing them against walls and shit. You know, it's not a gun game, so to speak. And like the lack of an arsenal compared to like a lot of modern games, it kind of shows in that way.
Right. Where like Fear, I feel like it married the gunplay and the gameplay, and in such a beautiful way. And this one, it kind of like it's willing to divert from both, because you know, just the abilities that you have as, what's his name, Nick, right?
Nick's right.
Yeah, it's great, dude. Even like the mind control is great. Like I had so much fun playing a level, taking control, shooting some guy, then like let's say jumping off a building or like drowning him. Like it's just, you know, fucked up bullshit, but it's like I can't help but enjoy the mind control aspect. But it's just one specific ability amongst like a complete tool set of abilities. So it's a little different from Fear, dude. But I did like this thing, and I did want to play Control just based off this fucking game, where I felt like, oh, like Control, like just the gameplay kind of reminds me a little bit of this Psi-Ops shit, where like you're flying and you're fucking around with your abilities, and there's some gunplay going on. And Remedy, like we talked about it, Remedy's got some bangers, right? They got Control, Alan Wake, and then they're gonna remake.
Yeah, I'm a hella biased towards Remedy. I love them very much.
Hey, like they're good, dude. So you know, they're not like Activision or like a struggling or a middling fucking you know.
Well, they I mean, they might struggle with funding, but
right.
You know, they like as a developer goes, they're pretty like they're unique in their stamp on a game.
Sure.
And which like we're running low on great Western developers with a stamp of their own.
Shit. They're A1 over here.
For sure. Indeed. Yeah. But yeah. Psi-Ops, dude. Here's hoping. I don't know where the fuck the license is for this now for somebody to make a sequel, but hopefully, you know, one day somebody uses like what they've learned from other games to like make a proper sequel to this series. But
yeah,
who the fuck knows, dude? They went down with THQ. Fuck knows who has the license now.
For sure. And that's the thing too. I know you talked about the late game like enemies that you get, like those little fucking Aura Beast.
Yeah.
And I thought like what a cool concept to have like an enemy that's like invisible to the human eye, but kind of like lingers in that, you know, and that space in between, for the lack of a better term. Like it's an interesting kind of I guess take on a video game and what it could fucking be. Like the storyline and some of the characters, like yeah, it kind of falls flat, and it's never gonna be picked up. It's a to be continued shit, and like that's probably like the worst fucking thing.
We're probably more likely to get a remake of this game than a sequel these days.
Yeah, that'd be fun, dude. But like the game didn't take too long, right? It's not like a 20-hour game.
It's not a crazy game.
Yeah, it's
get in, get out type game. Which 4 or 5 hours is like the sweet spot for a lot of these Xbox, PlayStation 2, GameCube era games. They made them short but sweet for a little while.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. Unless you have anything else to add, that was Psi-Ops: The Mind Game Conspiracy. It's a great game to play if you're into like just playing older games that you might have missed. I'd give it a playthrough at least once.
Right. Yeah. There's a couple games on these older generations that kind of slip by that are worth checking out. If you can emulate it on like your new gen Xbox,
I believe it is. If you have a PC, it is freeware at this point.
Damn.
Yeah, so you can get a hold of it pretty easily.
Yeah. So hey, it's out there. So hey, that was like we said. That's Psi-Ops. We'll move into the upcoming picks.
The picks, man. We want to start with the movie pick.
The movie pick. I got my movie.
The movie or television pick.
I got the movie pick right here. I'll let you deal with it.
Let's see what we're working with here. Lil Big Young Tone goes full Mulia. Full Metal BP. The Sammy Foos edition?
The Sammy Free edition.
The Sammy Free edition. You can't have a full BP without Sammy.
It's all Paul Wall.
Got Lord Kevin Feige presents The Return of Death Rider.
The iconic Death Rider.
Death Rider, dude. I remember when Nicolas Cage played Death Rider. The best.
Absolute classic.
We got Boondock Saints 3, Saints Trinity Infinity. We got K9-11 2001, A City of God's Plans, The Origins of Champagne Poppy. Is that all one title? Or did I read that all as one?
He squished it again. K911 2001.
I thought it was all the same.
What a banger.
Drake's coming on the scene.
With the Oscar bait. Damn, dude. Fucking 6 God, dude. Has he no shame?
And lastly, you got Ya No Estoy Aqui, 2019 Netflix.
That's the actual movie, dude.
The actual movie film.
Yeah, that's the actual movie.
Oh shit! I've never heard of this movie film.
Yeah.
Let me get the shit open here. Why'd you use a fucking? I don't have the finger strength to get this open. Give me a knife. Give me your knife. You don't got your machete around?
I gotta ask my son Oreo if he got his pocket knife with him.
Give me your canines, Oreo. I need him real quick.
Yeah, there's no movie in there. It's just a game. It's just a,
oh shit!
It's just a prop.
Oh, it's just a prop. Oh,
You know
hey, Burnout 3. Yo no estoy aquí.
In my Zoom.
Game. Well, I didn't mean to rip open your package.
Nah, it was meant to be ripped open, but
Tell me a bit about Yo No Estoy Aquí, because just a teaser, so to speak.
Netflix film. It's somewhat of a character kind of struggling with identity, right?
Is that the music one I've been seeing?
No.
I'm no longer here. Okay, they're different films.
I'm no longer here.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, yeah, that might be a different film.
Okay, I'm because I'm seeing it,
But-
I'm like, did they utilize an English translation of the title at some point? I don't know.
Right.
Netflix is weird with some of that shit.
Yeah, Netflix might have it a just straight English version of the title, but that's what it was called when I watched it. It's a hell of a fucking movie, dude. Like, even if you want to watch it, it's straight up. And then I think Netflix even had a special kind of like video selected for that, like as a complimentary thing. You don't have to watch the shit at all. I'm just telling you, like, hey, Netflix, I think, gave it its flowers in a sense, and they invited Guillermo del Toro, and I think I don't know if it's Iñárritu, the Birdman guy.
Yeah, Birdman, Revenant Man.
Yeah, and they kind of sat there and they talked about this film, and like it's none of them are associated with it. They were just like, hey, what?
They give notes on it, or they just they hype it up. Or?
They just kind of give their like the general feeling of it. It's very short. It's like 15. You don't have to watch that shit at all. Like I said,
I'll watch it. I'll watch it if I
It's just like I wanted to bring it up just because like, hey, dude, like it's a movie, and then it got like this kind of attention from like these big time Mexican directors, and like, hey, this fucking movie's a banger, you know.
I never heard of it. I'm fucking pleasantly surprised. I'll definitely give it a watch.
I didn't want to shove another Jarmusch in here or anything. You know?
Hey, I would have taken the Dead Man.
Dead Man. Fuck that.
Who am I to spit at the Jarmushosaurus Rex, dude?
Jarmushosaurus, but that's the movie pick, dude.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the game pick here.
Video juego.
The video juego pick of the week here. Okay, go there. Let you handle that for.
This is Resident Sammy 2. Deliver us from Sammy. Okay, I gotta. I think I'll read it like this. Jank ass Eastern European game, comrade. Then Todd Howard's Sweet Little Truths.
Rian Johnson subverting the shit.
Chloe Zhao's 100% completely necessary that ass superhero sexy. Featuring Thanos.
Is Thanos in the scene? You can tell me.
Thick Thanos is in the scene.
Is he giving a thumbs up? Like, yeah, that's necessary as shit.
His Infinity Gauntlet is fully erect, dude.
God damn.
I'll do this. Call Me By Your Game, starring Bowser and Max Payne.
That's a fucking. I watched that shit.
David Lynch's Dreamy Draco Chronicles. You know, Lynch, a big fan of the Draco.
Hey, he loves that shit. He loves machine pistolas.
And then we got GTA 5, the Super Mega Remastered, quote, look, just buy it again, fuckers. Definitive Edition. Hey.
Oh, shit. It's true. He's dropping the true shoe.
It came with Rockstar Editor, dude.
There's Gorilla Tape on there. I know. I'm a savage with the tape. You can't break that tape.
Too strong.
Just break the paper and start.
Just don't break that. I like how we both use this black.
We've switched to the fucking.
Case, dude.
I ruined that Max Payne DVD. You need to get this.
This fool gave me a note. Do you like me? Yes or no? He put fucking Halo 5 Guardians. we going.
Fuck you, Ricky. I'm just kidding. No, that's not the game.
No,
I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare. That was a fucking joke because
God.
Halo Infinite had come out. So the actual game is I wanted to give it a short game, even shorter game than we played this past time. It will be 2016's Playdead's Inside. That is not Limbo, but Inside. It is a little.
Right.
It's a fucking stylish game. It's very minimalistic in its art, but god damn it, it's good. It's good. It's good as shit. It'll take you maybe 3 or 4 hours on your first run, and it's fucking fantastic. So it's honestly, it's probably game of the year that year for me personally, because it's just so fucking unique. Yeah. But you know, enough tongue in the game's asshole. Go play it.
For sure, dude. I'll get right to that fucking game. I think it came as a package, right? Limbo and Inside.
Limbo. I think I gifted it to you a while ago, so you definitely got it on lock somewhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, fucking can't wait to talk about that. I should know, but I switched from another game. But it's like it's worth it for this one just because it's a very. It's just worth talking about in terms of its story aspects without going into too much detail.
Hey, I'm excited to jump in, get busy with it. We got the movie pick, Ya No Estoy Aqui, 2019 on Netflix, and then we got the 2016 pick for the video.
Inside.
Hey.
Y'all know what it is.
Y'all know what it is. And this was Swimming with Game Sharks episode 8. It's been your boy Jose.
It's been Jimmy over here.
And
We've run out of Trulies, so we're gonna stop this shit.
We out this bitch.
I know.